It's time for the Evansville Otters pregame show on 91.5 FM, WUEV. Coming up prior to first pitch, we'll set the scene for today's ball game, go inside the clubhouse, and interview a member of the Otters about today's matchup, and we'll take a look at what's going on elsewhere in the Frontier League. And now to get you set for exciting Evansville Otters baseball, let's go out to the diamond for the Evansville Otters pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Ball C Field, where the Otters start the final leg of their 6-game homestand. It's going to be the Evansville Otters against the defending Frontier League champion, the Schaumburg Boomers. Here on the mics, it's Bill McCune and Sam Jelinek, myself, bringing you the pregame show before first pitch, slated for 6:35 p.m. The Otters coming off of a disappointing series loss to the Joliet Slammers. The Otters started off the series on the right foot with a resounding 7-1 victory. Randy Wynn had a complete game back on Tuesday. The Otters were able to put up 7 runs. Some good offense abounded, but unfortunately that would go by the wayside in the second game of the series. Tyler Vale only got 2 outs in the first inning, allowed 6 earned runs, and Joliet never looked back from there. They ended up winning that game 6-3. We only saw scoring in 2 different half innings of action. Joliet being able to use that 6 runs from the first, and despite the Otters bullpen throwing 8 1/3 of shutout baseball, that proved to be the difference in the game. And then the rubber match last night looked like we're going to have a real barn burner on our hands. After 2 or 1.5 innings, I should say, Joliet led 5-0, but the Otters stormed back to make it a 5-4 game. But that was as close as the Otters would get in the entire ball game, with Joliet being able to blow it open down the stretch. They had 2 4-run innings, one of those coming in the 7th. They made it 13-5. Travis Harrison hit a 3-run home run in the 8th inning to make things close at 13-8, but that's where the game would end, with Joliet taking the victory, evening up the season series at 3 games apiece, and that's where the season series will end as well. Joliet taking that victory and taking the series here in Evansville, returning the favor after the Otters took 2 of 3 in Joliet. And Bill, it was just a disappointing evening last night, but the Otters have got a rebound here because it's another good Western or Eastern Division opponent in Schaumburg.
Yeah, I agree with Sam. I second your motion on what you just said about last night being a catastrophe. The Otters committed 4 errors, and I'll tell you what, they had a lineup that was, questionable. Long was out in the outfield. Long belongs on third. And you have to have Ristelli. He's got to be the catcher. He's the best defensive catcher on this team, and you got to have him behind the plate. Up the middle, catching short, second, center. That's the nucleus of the team. That's where your defense is. You got to have those guys in there every day. You can't have Joe in there today and Paul in there tomorrow and Frank in there the next day. That's my, what do you call it when those guys get on? They say it.
Your hot take?
My introduction. Okay.
And with that, we'll take a look at the Otters lineup here tonight. There are a few changes compared to last evening. Remember, fans, tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Mr. Quick Pick, here to provide you the roadside service you deserve. Call Mr. Quick Pick at 812-496-2321. David Cronin, as always, leads things off. He's at second. Ryan Long back at third base. He'll be hitting second. Travis Harrison shifts from right to left and will hit third. Brant Whiting's going to be the DH tonight and hit cleanup. Jeff Gardner out in right hits fifth. Austin Bush, the 6-hole hitter, at first. Mike Rizzatello back into the lineup behind the plate. Hunter Cullen out in center field gets a second straight start. And then J.J. Gould at shortstop hitting ninth and rounding out the order. And one of those guys, the first name I mentioned, was David Cronin. And that's a name you've heard a lot this season. And, well, there's a very good reason for that. David's been a stalwart in the Otters lineup. Since he has shown up here in Evansville, he has failed to miss a game. Every single ball game the Otters have played since he arrived, he has started. And I sat down and talked with him after a fine performance yesterday when he picked up 4 hits. Had a quick chat with him before today's game, so we'll take a break and come back with that interview. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krokemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Toroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Toroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Toroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Toroni's.
The Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by Otters starting second baseman David Cronin. David, how you doing today?
Great, Sam. How you doing today?
I'm doing just fantastic. You've got to be feeling pretty good. Last night, a nice 4-hit performance. It was your second 4-hit game of the season, and despite it coming in the loss, it just must have felt good. You had been mired in a little bit of a slump to break out of that in a really big way.
Yeah, it felt good, Last, few games didn't really go my way, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the play. Just keeping it simple, seeing the ball, putting the barrel on the ball. And, yesterday I had 5 really good at-bats where, seeing the ball well and hitting pitches that I need to hit rather than the pitcher's pitches. And, yeah, I got 4 hits yesterday, and it felt great.
And you mentioned you had 5 really solid at-bats. If I'm remembering correctly, your last at-bat ended up being a walk. You got ahead 3-1 in the count, took a pitch down and in. And that was at a point in the game where I think you guys were down by 8 runs at that point. How hard is it to kind of keep yourself engaged and focused, knowing like, hey, this at-bat counts just as much as the same as my first one?
Yeah, it was just the same idea as my first couple at-bats, being in my 5th at-bat and, we're kind of down. You kind of want to get in that zone where you want to try and do more or, maybe try and swing harder. But the way I was feeling yesterday was really well, just keeping it simple, like I was saying, just keep breathing, seeing the ball, and just be easy. And that's what I did. I didn't swing at any bad pitches, and I, got the walk, which I'll take any day.
And one thing that's kind of been pretty amazing to me, at least, is since you've gotten here, we talked about it right before we got on air, is that you have not missed a single game since you've signed your contract here in Evansville. I mean, that's an extremely hard thing to do with the kind of schedule you guys have played. How do you get yourself ready and out of bed every day?
Just knowing that I get to play baseball every day, I know I got a lot of buddies back home that would, still be loving to play baseball every day. So if I come out and just enjoying the moment, and I don't really like to take any days off. So, if I'm feeling, kind of sore or whatever, I just got to push it to the side and continue to keep playing hard. I love playing baseball, and I prefer not to take any days off. So if I'm in that lineup, I'm going to go full go.
And kind of what's your routine for playing every day? How do you keep yourself loose and limber and ready to go?
For the most part, I'm always trying to get at least like 9 hours, 10 hours sleep, get a good breakfast in me, go work out, or maybe take a less workout and just go stretch, get loose. But for the most part, same routine every day, just being prepared physically, mentally to come out and play. So, I've been doing it all my life, so it's nothing different.
And these past couple of weeks have been pretty tough for you guys since the All-Star break. Under 500 record since then, but still just 4 games back of first place in the Frontier League Western Division with a couple of weeks of just Western Divisional play left to go in the season. How do you guys kind of prepare for that, knowing, hey, we can make a run right now?
Yeah, that's the thing. We obviously have been playing our best baseball, and now that it's August and we only got a couple weeks left, and somehow we're still only 3 or 4 games out of first place. So, there's a good feel in the clubhouse still saying, we still have a good chance of winning this entire thing, and as we just take it day by day and not care about anybody else, because first place, it's in our own hands. It's whatever we do with it. So as long as we take it day by day and just continue to come out here and compete every day, then we should be fine.
And you mentioned, like, in the clubhouse talking about it with other guys, one thing that you do have to deal with is there's a lot of moving pieces with this team right now, guys coming in and out. How do you adjust to a roster that's kind of a little bit in flux right now, new guys coming in and trying to mesh them into the team without really missing a stride?
It's kind of tough, but, when I was a new guy in June, and, these guys all kind of came into me, letting me know, I'm here for a reason, and, they were all good dudes to me when I first got here. So when you see new faces coming in, you kind of want to give back to them, because, you were in their shoes at one point, not really having anybody on the team, or so. For the most part, all these new guys that keep coming in are really good dudes, and they haven't been an issue at all. They go out every day and they're competing like us, so they're our teammates, so we'll be there for them.
Well, David, thank you for your time, and best of luck tonight. As always, you're in the lineup.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place on Sunday, September the 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society. Advance tickets are on sale, 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Continuing our countdown to first pitch here from Bosse Field, the Schaumburg Boomers and the Evansville Otters. And to get you set up for this matchup, this is how the standings look right now across the Frontier League. Evansville still 4 games back. This is how the rest of the West lines up. River City still in first at 37-33. Southern Illinois has jumped all the way into second, a tie at a game back with the normal Corn Belters at 34-32. There's the Florence Freedom, 35-34, a game and a half back. Then you find the Otters 4 back, and then the Gateway Grizzlies in dead last at 31-40, but still just 6.5 back. Switching over to the East, Joliet still controls the Eastern Division, 40-29, the first team in the league to 40 victories. Then Washington 2 games back, Lake Erie, and then Schaumburg at 36-33, both 4 back as well. Traverse City, they were at 500, but they've now lost 6 in a row, 9 out of their past 10. They're at 31-37. Then Windy City brings up the rear at 28-42. And to get the Otters back on track here this evening, it's going to be Tyler Beardsley. Tyler picked up a crucial Game 1 victory against the River City Rascals in his first start of the season. That was back last Friday, as he was absolutely stellar in that ball game, throwing 5 innings. He was on an 85-pitch limit, but he made effective work of it. So far this season, he has over 20 relief appearances, but a former starter in the Minnesota Twins organization. He's gone back to his roots here in Evansville, and so far so good for him through 1 start. Opposing him will be Peyton Lobdell for the Schaumburg Boomers. Lobdell, on the season, his numbers look good. He's got an ERA under 3, a solid record, 4-5 with a 2.48 ERA. But the weird thing is, in 72 1/3 innings, he's only struck out 40 batters. Now he's counteracted that by only walking 22 thus far and only giving up 60 hits. But for the Otters, a team that strikes out at about a normal clip compared to the rest of the league, you gotta like seeing a guy that's gonna let some contact happen, and hopefully the hits can fall for the Otters. And then for Evansville as well, the hits have been falling a little bit. Yesterday they piled on 13, but that was all that they could really do. They did score 8 runs. Unfortunately, that wasn't enough. And one thing that's going to prove to be a key in this game, once again, as it has been all season long, is who can score first on the season. When Evansville scores first, they're 23-14, which is a solid record. But what's more telling is when they do not score first, when the opposition gets on the board before the Otters, Evansville's just 9-22. That's not a very good brand of baseball that you want to be playing, and it's going to come into play here tonight. As we've seen the past 2 games, the Otters lit up some early runs. On Wednesday, it was 6 runs. Yesterday, it was 3, and hopefully Tyler Beardsley can get off to a good start here and kind of get the pot stirring for Evansville. Let them get off on the right foot, not have to play from behind, because it's kind of felt like these past couple of days they've had to continually try and climb out of holes that they've dug themselves. And with the Otters now out onto the field for the national anthem, we'll see if they can do it today. We're ready for first pitch at Bosse Field. We'll step away for the national anthem and return with first pitch. You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 business days before any digging project. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Sheet Metal Workers Local 20 and SMACNA, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors National Association, have the most qualified sheet metal and HVAC contractors in the Evansville area. To find a list of our qualified union contractors, visit unionsheetmetalindustry.com. The Hardy Highlanders present the 2018 Southwest Indiana Highland Games. Saturday, August the 11th at Angel Mounds will bring fun for the whole family, including a beer garden, kids activities, and music by Highland Rain. The event will begin at 8 a.m. with the Braveheart Kilted 5K and continue throughout the day with a true Highland experience. For more information, visit HardyHighlanders.com.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long, toward right, toward the corner, toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to venerable Bosse Field. It's the Evansville Otters and the Schaumburg Boomers on an absolutely gorgeous Friday evening in Evansville, Indiana. Alongside Bill McCune, I'm Sam Jelnick bringing you all the action, and it's Tyler Beardsley on the bump for the Otters in this one. The 6'4", 215-pound righty gets the start, his second of the year, and this is how the defense is going to line up behind him. Travis Harrison out in left field, Hunter Cullen in center, Jeff Gardner in right, Ryan Long at the hot corner, J.J. Gould at short, his double play partners David Cronin at second, Austin Bush at first, and Mike Rizzatello behind the plate to do the catching, which forms the battery with Tyler Beardsley on the mound. Remember, Otters fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Find your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East, located at 2319 North Green River Road, or call at 812-475-9000. Beardsley, the other half of that battery, out there on the bump. He's having a very solid season. So far, the Tehachapi, California native is 3-5 with a 3.16 ERA. 23 appearances, 1 start. That came back on July 28th at River City. 1 save as well, 37 innings, 27 punch-outs, 17 walks, and 25 hits allowed. And, Bill, it's just another beautiful day in Otterville, isn't it?
Oh, you ain't kidding. And I'll tell you what, you've been educated. It is Otterville. Otterville, Indiana. The home of Balsy Field.
And leading off the ball game for Schaumburg is going to be Jack Parenti, second baseman for the Boomers, left-handed hitter. Beardsley, the tall righty, toes the middle of the rubber, goes into his windup, the first pitch of the game. Two-seamer right down the middle, knee high, and we're underway. Strike 1 on Parenti. Shadows right now covering the mound in the home plate area, stretching out to third base, but the rest of the diamond bathed in sunshine. Here comes Beardsley's 0-1. Fastball sinks down and in, and the count's even. Parenti having a very fine season. This is a Schaumburg team that does not hit for a lot of power, but one thing they do very well is hit for a high average. Parenti's one of those guys. The 1-1. Nice pitch from Beardsley. Slices the outside corner, 1-2. Parenti hitting .335 this season. That's tied for the team high in batting average. Parenti slightly open stance from the left side. Beardsley peers in over his mitt, winds and fires the 1-2. Fastball just down and away. Rizzatello set up off the plate and got it there, but Parenti lays off 2-2.
I tell you what, Sam, to me, his ball is moving. I mean, whether it's gliding inward or going outward.
Break-even pitch. Curveball called strike 3 on the outside corner. Parenti backdoored there by Beardsley for the first out of the game. Yeah, if you talk to Tyler, his main weapon of choice is a nice two-seam sinking fastball. And that thing, boy, when he's got it moving like he does tonight, that's got a lot of run.
Yeah, I watched him in his warm-ups. It was effective then. But it looks like, I'll tell you what, it looks like his fastball is kind of sailing away from the left-hand batter.
Now it's Zach Weigel, another left-handed hitter. Beardsley fires just a low for ball 1. 1 out, top of the first inning, just underway. Game started just the same as yesterday. A strikeout of the first hitter. Beardsley's 1-0 to Weigel. Misses downstairs, and it's 2-0. Weigel, another one of those 300 hitters for the Boomers. 318 on the season, 6 home runs, 28 driven in. Head in the count, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Curveball hangs high and outside, 3-0 on Weigel. After punching out Parenti, Beardsley can't find the strike zone here on Weigel, the 2-hole hitter. 3-0 pitch. That fastball's there on the outer edge, 3-1.
There's a nice little breeze going out there to left field, so anyone that gets one up there high might carry an extra 10 or 12 feet.
3-1 pitch. Down low for ball 4. Beardsley misses below the strike zone. First walk issued by Beardsley, so a strikeout and a walk to open up the game. Weigel at first, and in steps Sean Godfrey.
Well, you've seen this team before. Are they aggressive? How many stolen bases?
45 on the season and 60 opportunities, so not overly aggressive, about in line with how aggressive the Otters are on the bases.
Right.
First pitch to Godfrey, swings and misses a wild hack at a curveball down and away for strike 1. 1 out, a runner at first, top of the first inning. Sean Godfrey, the hitter, right-handed bat. Center fielder hitting .264 on the season, 3 home runs, 26 driven home. The pitch. Nice backdoor breaking ball there by Beardsley. Backs up a little on him, but it's a called strike 2.
Coach down there at third base, no signs at all. Just standing there, just indicated that there was 1 out, and that was it. Runner on first doesn't have a big lead.
Weigel 4 for 5 in stolen bases this season. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Gould ranges behind the bag. It goes under his glove and into shallow center field. Weigel headed for third, and will be there with a headlong dive. An E6 for J.J. Gould, his second in as many days. and what looked like a possible double play ball turns into an error, allowing Weigel to go from first to third and Sean Godfrey to reach safely at first base.
I thought we were on that inning, Sam, with the double play executing. But you know, the one thing, and I'll be honest, I don't like is JJ, the way he feels. He uses his glove as like a scoop, contractor, a construction contractor who scoops the ball up. And all too many times, ball goes under the glove.
Now with one out, men at the corners, it's the reigning Frontier League hitter of the week, Ty Moore. Left-handed bat, Beardsley's first pitch. Two-seamer runs down and away for ball one.
I'll tell you, we were used to Toby Thomas, with that smoothness he had. He fielded everything in front of him, had a good arm, a good field, soft hands. We miss him.
1 out, 1-0 on Moore, hitting .335 this season. 6 home runs, 51 driven in. The pitch. Fastball finds the inside corner just at the knees. Beardsley evens the count at 1.
I think Tyler's going to have to do it himself. Well, we still have the possibility of a double play. No signs at all from the coach down to third.
Moore, 19 doubles, 7 triples as well. He's been an extra base machine. The 1-1 drifts outside, 2-1 on Moore. There's 1 out. Zach Weigel's at third, Sean Godfrey at first. Top half of the first inning, just 1 away. Tyler Beardsley looking to roll another double play ball to get out of the frame. Moore taps the plate, looks back out at Beardsley, comes set on the mound. Cranks and deals the 2-1, drilled in the air to deep right center field. Cullen chasing over into the alley. He's underneath of it, though, and in front of the warning track, he makes the catch. Tagging and scoring from third is Weigel. Ty Moore gets it done with a sacrifice fly to deep right center field, and Schaumburg's on the board here in the first inning. Evansville now in 3 straight games has allowed a first inning run.
Well, it's unearned, but still it's a run.
Counts all the same on the scoreboard, unfortunately.
Yeah, if the game was to end as it is now, whether it's earned or under-earned, we lost.
First pitch to the next hitter, Colin Ferguson, rolled hard on the ground, just foul by the dive of the first baseman, Austin Bush, just outside of the bag for strike 1. 2 outs in the inning, top half of the first. Schaumburg leading 1-0. Ferguson, the hitter, first baseman, left-handed swinger. 4 home runs, 36 runs driven in. He's got Godfrey still at first base. Beardsley set, wheels and deals the 0-1. Misses outside and the count's even. Godfrey at first, one of the more preeminent stolen base threats the Boomers have to offer, as the 1-1's rolled on the ground to second off of Cronin's chest. He tries to pick it up. He can't. That's another error here in the frame. E4 this time. Cronin had it laying off his glove into his chest. Tried to pick it up with the glove, but was unable to. Second miscue of the inning for Evansville, and the inning's gonna forge ahead for Kenny Towns with runners at first and second.
Yeah, we had 4 errors last night and 2 already here in the first inning, and that is not an Otter type of baseball.
Now Kenny Towns, right-handed bat. Beardsley set, checks the runner, the pitch. Two-seamer on the inside corner. Beardsley fires it over the inner half for strike 1. 2 men on, 2 men out, top of the first. Schaumburg already leading 1-0. Beardsley's 0-1 pitch. Curveball backs up on him, but finds the inside corner. And Tyler quickly ahead, no balls and 2 strikes. Cronin playing up the middle, keeping the runner at second. Godfrey close to the bag. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball misses just inside, 1-2. Towns 5 home runs on the season. 1 of those came against Evansville. Back at Boomer Stadium, the 1-2 pitch hit hard on the ground into the hole between third and short. Gould Fields tries for the force out at second, but throws it by Cronin all the way towards the Otters bullpen. 1 run scores. Here comes the second runner, and the throw back into the infield is never going to come, as the field umpire is going to indicate that that ball became dead because it entered the bullpen. And we'll see how they position their runners now. Manager Jamie Bennett is out to argue with Phil Kundle and get an explanation of how the runners are going to be positioned here. Looks like they're going to put runners at second and third, so 1 run comes home to score on the play on the third Otters error here in the first inning.
Now, I didn't see the play, Sam, down there, but the ball going into the bullpen is in play. I don't know, it's not a dead ball.
I think the problem was, I didn't see it exactly, but I think it might have hit one of the pitchers sitting in the bullpen. And if it hits one of them, then it becomes dead. And they are going to give the extra run to Schaumburg since the runner Ferguson was already rounding third base. Now Andy McCauley's out to argue with Phil Kundle to get an explanation. 2 runs score on the error by Gould. It's now 4-0 Schaumburg. All 4 runs here in the frame have been unearned.
I mean, here we are. We're duplicating the last 2 nights. Here we are. It's a trifecta. Wednesday, Thursday, now Friday. The Otters have allowed the opposing team to score big. I mean, we would take those errors away. It's we're at bat. No runs.
And excuse me, I got my math a little jumbled up with everything that was happening on the field. It's currently 3-0 right now, not 4-0. The score is 3-0 Schaumburg Boomers, thanks to the error on that last play that allowed Kenny Towns to reach second base. Both runners at first and second came around to score. We have a conference right now between the 2 umpires on the field, Phil Kundle and Steve Bartelstein, with manager Andy McCauley for the Otters, trying to decide how this dead ball situation, if it should be a dead ball or what should happen.
Well, again, I repeat myself, anything that's in the field of play that's not fenced out of the play is in play. Now he's going back with the third.
Now they're calling Jamie Bennett, the Schaumburg manager, back out onto the field for another explanation. I remember previously this season, I think it was at Gateway, that a ball entered the Otters bullpen, and I believe it was Jeff Gardner and Wright thought the ball might be dead, so it was a little slow getting to it, which allowed another run to score, and the Otters were perplexed as to why the play wasn't called dead. But as you said, Bill, it's because of the fact that because the bullpens are in play, even if it hits one of the players, that's still live.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit confused to see the field umpire Steve Bartelstein call for a dead ball. Right now, as it stands, we got a runner at second, that's Towns. 2 runs score on the play, and it's 3-0 Schaumburg, top of the first inning, 2 outs, with the conference still ongoing.
You know, I have seen it happen, whether it's a major leagues or minor league baseball, where a ball has actually gone under the outfield fence, and therefore then the ball is called dead.
And now we're going to take another run off the board. They're going to send Ferguson back to third base, so it's now 2-0 Schaumburg.
Well,
we subtract a run.
Andy won.
Left-handed stick, the first pitch. Beardsley able to sizzle in a fastball on the outside edge, 0-1. Somehow there's still 2 outs in the inning. Ferguson at third, Towns at second. Beardsley's 0-1. Lined in the air out to center. Cullen charging in, still coming in. He makes the catch at his knees. Didn't have to go into a dive, but able to scoot on in and make the catch, charging towards the infield for the final out of the inning. 2 unearned runs score for the Boomers, and we go to the bottom half of the first. It's Schaumburg 2 and Evansville nothing on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Otterville land. Well, you like that one, huh?
Otterville land?
Yeah.
I've never heard that one before.
Well, all right. I picked that team.
Well, for everybody who's wondering, Bill did in fact pick that team.
Well, I'm referring to the 2005 team that Jeltz was the manager, and anyway, I was brought in. It was one of the years I was brought in to help select the team in spring training. And I remember Dale Jones was the general manager, and he took my entire list of who should be on the team, and that is the starting 25 players. I'll tell you what, I was happy, and yet it's one of the best seasons they had, 52 wins.
We go to the bottom half of the first inning. It's Schaumburg 2, Evansville taking their first hacks here in the game against Peyton Lobdell, getting the start out there on the mound for the Schaumburg Boomers, coming into this game with a pristine 2.48 ERA. Right-handed tosser is going to deal to David Cronin to lead off the Otters' home half of the first. And his first pitch is a fastball up and away for ball one.
Tonight is educational night. All the teachers and educational personnel are invited to tonight's game. They got free goodies for them.
Free tickets, too.
Yeah.
1-0 pitch to Cronin. Fastball high and tight, 2-0. Lobdell, as I mentioned, the 2.48 ERA, 4-5 and 72 in the third innings. 40 punch-outs, 22 walks for the 6'1", 180-pound righty. From the windup, first base side of the rubber, the 2-0. Heater is upstairs again, 3-0 on Cronin. Otters would love a leadoff walk here, get a nice rally going in the bottom half of the first. Cronin, 277 on the season now, a home run, 22 driven in. 3-0 pitch. Fastball misses below the knees. That's ball four. 4 pitches, 4 out of the zone for Peyton Lobdell to open up the game. Cronin draws the walk, and the Otters have their leadoff man aboard for Ryan Long.
That's the sixth consecutive time at first base for Mr. Cronin. He got 4 for 4 last night and a walk tonight. That's 6 straight.
Not too shabby for David.
Yeah, good leadoff man.
And now it's Ryan Long, the third baseman, left-handed bat. The first pitch, called strike one on the inside corner at the letters, 0-1. This is how the defense looks for Schaumburg this evening. Moore in left, Godfrey in center, Jones in right. Kenny Towns at third, Hartnagel at short, Parenti at second, and Ferguson at first. 0-1 pitch, lined out to center field. Godfrey got a late jump, but the center fielder is going to be able to backtrack a little bit, a few steps to his right to put it away for the first out of the inning.
Ryan has been making good contact lately. They're not falling in for base hits, but at least he's hitting the ball solidly. And that's all you ask. Swing the bat, make contact, and let him drop in.
For the one away now, here's Travis Harrison, the 3-hole hitter. Schaumburg leads 2-0 in the bottom half of the first inning. 1 gone, Cronin at first. And Nick Odo, also your catcher this evening for the Schaumburg Boomers. First pitch to Harrison. Fastball runs inside 1-0. Travis now at 283 on the season. Team leading 8 home runs and 45 driven in. He's been an offensive stalwart all season long. Throw back over to first. Cronin in with the headlong dive. Schaumburg wearing their bright orange jerseys, gray pants, and black socks. And for Lobdell out on the mound, white sanitary socks with a black stirrup. Otters in their navy blue jerseys, white uniform pants, and navy blue socks. The 1-0 ripped down the left field line, but that's going to hook well foul. A ball and a strike on Travis.
Yeah, and your field personnel, the ground crew, is sitting down there under the tent and left field. They didn't bother to go after that ball because it was out of the ballpark. They do an excellent job, the ground crew here in Bosse Field or Otterville.
And Bill, I was actually informed, thank you, Jeff Gardner, that we made a mistake last night.
Go ahead.
Another throw over to first, Cronin back safely. We said that Travis is from Fort Pierce, Florida.
Right.
We were wrong.
Oh my!
It's not Fort Pierce, Fort Myers.
Oh my God! We'll be in timeout.
1-1 pitch, curveball on the feet of Harrison. 2-1. We regret our sins and we'll make amends.
Oh yeah, Fort Pierce, Fort Myers, Fort Carlson, Fort Campbell.
2-1 on Travis. It's been hot as can be over his past 10 ball games. Swatted a 3-run shot last night. Another throw over to first. Cronin in on his belly. Lobdell giving him a lot of attention over there. David stolen 4 bases. That's the good news. The bad news, he's been caught 7 times. Two and one on Harrison. Right on right matchup. The pitch. Topped foul down the third base side. Count evens up at 2 apiece.
I got a quick story about Fort Myers, if you will. I think it was 71 when they had the baseball strike. My brother Jack was the manager of Kansas City first year, and the Royals at that time used to have spring training in Fort Myers. And I decided with family to take a spring break vacation down to Fort Myers to see my brother his first year as a major league manager. I'll finish after this pitch.
Lobdell comes set. Uncorks the 2-2. Foul tipped at the plate, in and out of the glove of Odo. Harrison stays alive with the count at 2-2.
Everywhere down in that area, there wasn't a hotel room. And I mean from St. Pete on down to Sarasota to Fort Myers, you couldn't get a room. And on the way to highway, it was bumper to bumper. I finally got into Fort Myers, and everyone's there saying, I'm sorry, there's no room. Unless you have a reservation, I'm sorry, there's no room. Well, the baseball strike meant that ball players didn't show up.
Uh-oh. 2-2 pitch again coming home to Harrison. Lobdell holding. And before he can bring the pitch home, Harrison calls time. Lobdell had raised his leg, but Phil Kundle rules time at the plate.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I got to the thing, and the guy said, I'm sorry, reservation. I said, oh, I've got reservations.
2-2 pitch. Fastball outside. Nice take by Harrison. He's worked it full here with Cronin at first. Bottom of the first inning. Evansville trailing 2-0 early on.
My brother had 2 rooms reserved as the manager. So I said, oh, my name's McCune. Oh, yes, we have Jack. Jack, yeah, we have 2 rooms for you.
Yeah, I can be Jack for you.
So I got 2 rooms. Fort Myers, yeah.
I'll be Jack and Sally if you really need me to.
Sheraton Hotel.
Payoff pitch, runner goes inside, ball 4. Odo holds on to the baseball. Second walk of the frame for Peyton Lobdell. And for a guy who had only walked 22 and 72 in the third innings, he's already walked 2 here in the first.
So Travis's father-in-law, check that out. That was the Sheraton Hotel we stayed in.
One out, men at first and second here for Brant Whiting. Designated hitter duties this evening. Otters trailing 2-0, bottom of the first. Whiting hitting .326 this season. 1 home run, 5 driven in. The first pitch. Little liner back up the middle and through for a base hit. Cronin speeding around third. He's coming home and he'll score without a play. Little jam shot liner up the middle for Brant Whiting. It's an RBI single. Harrison up to second, and the Otters get one back here in the first. It's Schaumburg 2 and Evansville 1. Still in the first inning.
Sounded like he broke that bat. I'm not sure.
I'm sure he'll gladly take the trade.
Well, the bad boy put it back in the cage, so I don't know. It's probably still good. Whatever it was, he muscled it.
For Whiting, his 6th RBI on the season, and gets the Otters back to within 1, a 2-1 game here. Now it's Jeff Gardner, right fielder, 7 home runs, 37 brought home on the year. Lobdell set, serves up the first pitch. It's a fastball at the knees, a good spot, 0-1. Jeff, left-handed swinger, Lobdell, the righty on the mound. Trying to work around runners at first and second with 1 out, bottom of the first inning. Gardner open stance. Lobdell ready. He deals the 0-1. Ripped in the air out to right field. Jones going back, still going back, reaches up, and it's off his glove on the warning track. It falls for a hit. Harrison will advance to third, Whiting up to second because both guys thought the ball was going to be caught. They could not advance farther than one base.
It's a hit.
And they're going to give Gardner a hit on that one despite it banging off the glove of Jones. Gardner with the base knock, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. Back-to-back singles for the Otters.
The Otters are back in the game.
That's going to bring an early visit from the pitching coach, Anthony Smith, out to the mound.
Yeah.
Gardner stroked that one in the air out to right. It looked like Jones had a beat on it going onto the warning track and right. Reached up. It looked like he made the catch, but he just whiffed.
I think it was nonchalant the way he went after that, and I didn't foresee an error or whatever, but he was very relaxed in his play out there.
The Otters and Jeff Gardner will gladly take it. That loads the bases with 1 out for Austin Bush. Austin just joined the team back on Sunday. He's had a productive start to his Otters career. 4 hits and 17 at-bats, 2 runs driven in as well, but still searching for that first extra base hit. Austin, a huge hitter at 6'6", 275 pounds. Left-handed batter, set the single-season home run record at UC Santa Barbara. Lobdell ready, bases juiced, 1 out. The pitch, ripped into right center field, falling fast. That's down for a hit, cut off by the center fielder Godfrey. 1 run scores. Whiting coming around third. The throw to the plate is late. Whiting in around the tag. It's a 2-run single for Austin Bush, and the Otters take the lead in the first inning. Now on top, 3-2.
Yeah, we were happy on that particular play. The cutoff man hesitated and double pumped. Otherwise, it would have been a closer play on that last run that scored.
I was a little surprised to see McCauley send Whiting, who got a late jump off of second, and he's probably one of the slower guys on the team. But a nice aggressive send against the second RBI on the play. Gardner into second. Now it's Mike Rizzatello. First offering. Fastball on the outside corner, knee high for strike 1. Score now 3-2 Evansville on the 2-run single from Austin Bush.
That Andy arguing about that last run scoring in the first inning really paid off.
0-1. Flown in the air to right center field. Center fielder Godfrey going over, but it's the right fielder Jones into the alley to make the catch for the second out of the inning. Breaks a string of 4 straight batters reaching base for Evansville. And now with 2 outs, in steps Hunter Cullen, left-handed batter. Gardner at second, Bush at first, 2 away. Evansville leading 3-2, bottom of the first inning. Hunter started last night, was 1 for 5 with a bunt base hit. 241 on the season, 2 home runs, 13 driven in. Wide open stance. Blobdell set. Brings the first pitch. Heater misses off the inside corner, 1-0.
And that was a beautiful bunt that Hunter laid down last night. He ended up getting on third base and later scoring because of the error on there on the throw to first base.
1-0 on Cullen. Here comes the pitch. Stroked in the air out to right field. Jones on his horse into the right center alley. And the right fielder able to get over there in time to put it away for the final out of the inning. But the Otters plate 3 in the frame. Austin Bush with the 2-run single puts the Otters on top. We go to the second. It's Evansville 3, Schaumburg 2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
At the top of the second inning we go. It's Evansville 3 and Schaumburg 2. Nick Odo is going to lead it off for the Boomers. Catcher hitting from the left side. Beardsley's first pitch. Fastball just off the outside corner, 1-0. Schaumburg plated 2 unearned runs in the first. Evansville responded with 3 in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 hit hard on the ground, but right to David Cronin at second. Stays down on it, gloves it, and throws to first to retire Odo, the first out in the top of the second.
Yeah, and the Otters scored all 3 of those ones on base hits, not on errors. The 2 that Schaumburg got theirs were more or less on errors.
Austin Bush with the big blow for Evansville, a 2-run single up the middle. He's nicely ingratiated himself to the ball club. First pitch to Michael Hartnagel is down in the dirt for ball 1.
Tonight is educational night. You're using those big words.
Just trying to educate a little bit, Bill.
I know, well.
1-0, fastball inside, chases Hartnagel off the plate, 2-0. I'm trying.
As they say, go to college, young man, go to college.
1 out, nobody on. The 2-0 to Hartnagel. Misses high and inside, 3-0. Hartnagel, the 9-hole hitter, batting here with 1 out, top of the second. Evansville leading 3-2. The pitch. Fastball called strike 1, belt high, inside half. Beardsley gets back into the count, 3-1. Hartnagel hitting .255 this season, right-handed batter. 3-1 pitch. Rolled on the ground to third. Long stays back on it, receives the big hop, and fires a strike to first to get Hartnagel 2 ground balls, 2 outs, here to begin the top of the second. And this is when you start to notice that Tyler Beardsley's got this good stuff going today when he's rolling those ground balls, getting guys to hit those 2-seam fastballs straight into the dirt outside of home plate. You're not going to get a lot of base hits out of that.
Well, so far there's been an error on short twice, error on
Jack Parenti, the hitter now. He swings at the first pitch, taps it up the first base line. Beardsley off the mound, fields it, underhands to first. Parenti went up the line, looked like he grabbed the back of his cap or something. He might have pulled something, but he was retired at first for the final out of the inning. 3 ground ball outs for the Otters. And we'll go to the bottom half of the second. It's Evansville 3 and Schaumburg 2 on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer and Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer and Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the second inning we go. It's Evansville 3 and Schaumburg 2. It's going to be 9-1 and 2 in the Otters order here in the second, trying to extend their lead. J.J. Gould leads it off for the shortstop, batting from the right side before he steps into the box, trying to clear some dirt from his eye. Finally, he's able to get his vision all sorted out. Here to begin the bottom of the second inning, Peyton Lobdell back to work for the Boomers. Allowed 3 runs in the first. Kicks in, deals the first pitch of the frame. Big swing and a miss from Gould, 0-1. JJ hitting 179 on the season now. That's 7 for 39 in just over a week with Evansville. Lobdell from the first base side of the rubber, the 0-1. Yanks a fastball outside, 1-1. Gould, the right-handed hitter. Lobdell, the right-handed tosser. Boomers starter trying to recover from a shaky first. The 1-1. Fastball misses high. 2 balls and a strike. Lobdell allowed 3 hits and 2 walks in the first. Now is 2-1. Grounded back to the screen. Count even on Gould, 2-2. En route to allowing those 3 runs in the first inning. If it weren't for 2 flyouts of Mike Rizzatello and Hunter Cullen to end the frame, things could have gotten much worse for him as well. 2-2 pitch to Gould. Fought off the hands, popped up first base side. Ferguson giving chase, and the first baseman makes the catch in foul ground. Traversing towards the warning track in the sidewall to retire Gould. First out of the bottom of the second for Evansville.
Sam, I know you keep stats, but that was the 4th out for the Otters. Every one of those outs have been fly ball outs.
Have been air outs, correct.
Yeah. 2 in right field, 1 in center field, now 1 in first base.
Now it's David Cronin. He walked and scored, leading off the Otters' home half of the first. It's the Otters 3, Boomers 2, bottom of the second. Corners playing in for Schaumburg. First pitch. Fastball glides in over the outer half, 0-1. 1 out, bases empty. Cronin trying to kickstart the offense here in the bottom of the second inning. He's reached base safely in his past 6 plate appearances. Left-handed hitter, open stance, wiggles the bat a touch. The 0-1. Flown in the air to right center field. Pretty good carry. Godfrey going back into the right center field alley. He's going to watch it bing up against the fence. Short hops off of there. He picks it up and throws it back on in. Cronin speeds into second base with a double, his 7th of the season, and make it 7 straight plate appearances now for David Cronin reaching base.
I know sounds like a Monday morning quarterback when I say this. Right before Mr. Cronin hit that double, I was about to say that center fielder's playing a little shallow in this ballpark because it's a long way back to that 400-foot sign. And no sooner did my mind register that when Cronin hits one over his head.
Now it's Ryan Long, flew out to center on a line his first time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Swung on and missed out in front of the change piece for strike one. Cronin's out at second. There's one out, bottom of the second inning. Otters already lead 3-2, but Ryan Long trying to extend that cushion. 34 runs driven in on the season, amongst the top 5 on the team. The 0-1. Fastball misses downstairs, and the count's even at 1 apiece.
Yeah, Ryan's got, 7 home runs. They were tied between Gardner, Harrison, and Ryan, all having 7 apiece, but now Harrison's got 8.
Lobdell set, checks the runner at second. The kick and the pitch. Just off the outside corner. Lobdell tried for the black and missed. 2-1.
Do you remember that Mantle and Maris?
Competition, 1961.
Yeah, going down the wire, 50, 50, 51, 52, 51, 50, whatever.
And Maris ending up with 61. 2-1 pitch, skied in the air to straightaway center field. Godfrey racing back, still going back at the wall. He makes the catch on the warning track just in front of the 400 sign. Cronin tags and advances to third base. Ryan Long hit it about as far as you can at this ballpark without putting it out. And it's just a deep fly ball to center field for the second out of the inning.
It was right up next to the 400-foot sign in dead center. And I'm going to say the center fielder caught that ball maybe 1-2 feet in front of it. So let's say it was a 397-foot blast.
Long has done no wrong in this game so far. A line drive to center, now a moonshot out to center that can't find enough air under it. But 2 outs for him.
Well, like I say, he's hitting the ball solidly and they're not falling in.
First pitch to the next hitter, Travis Harrison. A breaking ball spins in over the outside edge, 0-1.
Baseball's a funny game, Sam. You hit the ball as well as Ryan is hitting it, and there are no hits. And then the next thing you know, a bloop here, a bleeder here, and it'll even itself out.
Cronin at third, 2 outs. Harrison, right-handed batter, the 0-1. Rolled on the ground, foul by the third base coach, Andy McCauley, and it's quickly 0-2. Travis walked and scored his first time up, had a great at-bat, working the count full before eventually drawing the walk. It's 3-2 Evansville, bottom of the second. 2 outs and an 0-2 count on Harrison with a runner in scoring position at third base. Lobdell comes set at the shoulders. Delivers the 0-2 pitch. Slider down and away. Harrison thought about offering, but leaves it there, 1-2.
Good eye.
That was a real nice pitch from Lobdell.
Oh, yeah.
Slider starting on the outside corner, working away, and a nice take from Travis. Right now, the best RBI man on the Otters in terms of average with runners in scoring position and total RBIs. 1-2 pitch. Poked foul down the right-hand side, still 1-2. Travis picked up RBIs number 43, 44, and 45 last night with a 3-run home run to left.
And he is from Fort Myers.
Correct. Ding, 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 we have our answer. 1-2 on Harrison, 2 outs. Cronin at third. Lobdell set. Uncorks the 1-2. Rolled on the ground towards the hole. The shortstop Hartnagel fields it on the backhand. Throw to first just in time. And Harrison is absolutely livid at the call. He thinks he beat that one out. It was a tight play at the bag. Just enough to get him Hartnagel with a throw across his body after the backhand pick retires. Harrison saves a run, and we'll go to the third. It's still Evansville 3 and Schaumburg 2 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and
Application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Signorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at signorama.com/in-Evansville. Signorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting Tri-State residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
The top of the third we go. Leading it off for the Boomers is Zach Weigel. Beardsley's first pitch to him, a two-seamer, starts off the inside corner but works its way back to the edge for strike one, and we're underway in the third with Evansville leading 3-2 over the Schaumburg Boomers. Weigel, left-handed hitter, the 0-1. Misses down and in on the shoe tops, 1-1. Weigel walked and scored his first time up. Hunched over at the plate, the 1-1 pitch. Chopped foul into the Otters dugout, a ball and 2 strikes. Beardsley settled down after the first inning when the Otters committed 3 errors en route to 2 unearned runs. Then in the second, he got 3 straight ground ball outs, and he's now retired 4 in a row. Kicks in, deals the 1-2 pitch. Shot foul, left-hand side by Weigel. He stays alive, 1-2. Weigel hitting .318 this season, 6 long balls, 28 driven in. A solid campaign for him. A solid season for the Schaumburg Boomers. They started off slow. 1-2 again. Just got a piece of it at the plate, way out in front. But gets it off the end of the bat and keeps it at home plate for a foul ball, still 1-2. Schaumburg had not been above the 500 mark when Evansville first traveled to Schaumburg earlier this season. They were 14-15 at the time. 1-2 pitch again, chopped to first. Bush fields it on the forehand behind the bag and flips to Beardsley covering for the 3-1 putout, first out of the inning. But since then, Schaumburg has been on a nice little run. They've been able to maintain an above 500 record at 36-33 now, but find themselves 4 games back of the surging Joliet Slammers, first team to 40 wins in the whole Frontier League.
Joliet? No, really? In other words, beating us was the 40th win?
Correct.
Oh, boy. Wow.
Had to be somebody.
I know.
Now Sean Godfrey reached on an error and scored his first time up. Swings away at the first pitch and chases a slider in the dirt for strike 1.
I think Windy City, I stand to be corrected on this, but I'm going to go back to 2008 or 2009.
The 0-1. Another curveball, another swing and a miss for Godfrey. Chased again down low, quickly 0-2.
I think they had like 65, 66, or 67 wins. I think that's the most ever in the Frontier League.
Schaumburg actually challenged that record last season. They had 65 in their pennant winning year. 0-2 from Beardsley. Off-speed pitch, breaking ball yanked down and outside to Godfrey, 1-2.
So I'm right, though. River City has the most.
Windy City.
No, Windy City, right. Windy City.
1-2 pitch broken back to the mound. Dribbler up the third base line. Long tries to barehand it, but a perfect swinging bunt for Godfrey results in a base hit. Credit to Tyler Beardsley. A good pitch and then enough awareness to dodge the spear end of the bat coming hurtling at him on the rubber. It's a base knock for Godfrey. He exchanges the bat for a hit. And it's a one-out base runner for the Boomers with Ty Moore stepping to the plate.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Did I say River City? Windy City.
Which one is it?
Windy City.
Windy City,
Windy
yes.
City. Steve, the deputy commissioner, was the general manager at that time. And the manager went on to manage for the for the Miami Marlins, and actually ended up managing their AAA club, and for some reason quit.
Now with one out, here's Ty Moore. Takes a first pitch down low, 1-0. 1 out, top half of the third inning. Evansville on top, 3-2 through 2 1/3 innings of play. Boomers have a base runner at first. That's Sean Godfrey, a threat to run. Stolen 9 bases, been caught twice. But Ty Moore, the hottest hitter in the league at the plate. The 1-0 dribbled up the first base line, foul, 1-1. Moore in his past 10 games has hit an astounding .512 with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs en route to winning the Frontier League Player of the Week for the past 7 games. Not to mention in his past 5, he's still 11 for 21, albeit with just 1 home run. Beardsley comes set at the belt, checks the runner. 1-1 pitch. Moore tries to lay down a bunt, but it's foul up the third base side, 1-2. Saw the third baseman Long playing well back in the bag. Figured if they're going to hand me the hit, why not try and take it? But the execution lacking there, and it's strike 2 on Moore. 1 out, top of the third inning. Evansville staked to a 1-run advantage for now. Beardsley ready. Cranks and fires the 1-2 pitch, slashed foul down the left field line. Nice piece of hitting by Moore to stay alive, 1-2. Moore steps in from the left side. Beardsley readies up. His 1-2 again. Fastball sails on him up and away. Count back to even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bush still holding on the runner at first. Gould and Cronin positioned up the middle for a possible double play, and Long back of the bag at third. The 2-2 pitch. Blind in the air to left center field. Harrison going over, chasing into the alley. He slides, he can't make the catch, and it's going to roll all the way to the left center field wall. Coming around third is Godfrey. The throw to the plate from the cutoff man is late. Godfrey slides across home. It's an RBI double for Ty Moore, and Schaumburg ties it back up here in the top of the third inning. We're knotted at 3.
That was a tough one out there in left center against the SWAT press sign, and I tell you what, he made a desperate try, Travis, trying to get that, but just out of his reach.
It's always a tough play as a left fielder, traversing over into the left center field alley on a ball cutting back to you especially.
Yeah.
That ball was hit pretty hard by Moore. Second RBI on the night. It's now out at second for Colin Ferguson, another left-handed hitter. Beardsley's first pitch to him. Swung on and missed, chased down low for strike 1.
Well, we got a good crowd here tonight, Sam. They're excited too. There's a lot of noise there. That's what you need to help you win.
0-1 on Ferguson. The pitch. Fastball called, strike 2. Beardsley hits the bullseye on the outside edge. 0-2. Tied at 3 now, top of the third inning. Ferguson reached on an error his first time up. But a .246 hitter this season, 4 home runs, 36 knocked in. Beardsley's 0-2. Two-seamer starts on the outside black and pushes further away. Taken by Ferguson for ball one.
Different atmosphere here tonight over last night or the night before.
Very true. 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Beardsley gets Ferguson to swing through the heater. Tyler's second punch out of the game, his first since leading off the game by getting Jack Parenti looking. And that's the second out here in the third. Moore's still out at second. We're tied at 3. Towns reached on an error himself his last time up. Now watches a first pitch fastball bounce in outside. Nice backhand pick by Rizzatello. Keeps Moore out at second. 1-0 on Towns, the hitter. Batting .276 this year, the University of Virginia product. I know Mitch Aker, the Otters closer, played against him at the prep level in high school. And then competed collegiately as well with Mitch at William and Mary and Towns at the University of Virginia, both Virginia-based schools. 1-0 home. Wrapped foul down the third base side, 1-1.
And I have a granddaughter at James Madison.
Another Virginia institution.
Yeah, she's a senior this year.
Solid baseball program as well. The Dukes, same conference as William and Mary, the Colonial Athletic Association. Beardsley readies up. His 1-1. Fouled at the plate, trickles just outside of the batter's circle on the left side. A ball and 2 strikes on Towns. Runner at second, 2 outs. We're tied at 3, top of the third. Towns has blasted 5 home runs. One of those came off of Mitch Aker back at Schaumburg in the 9th inning of a 7-7 game. Towns walked it off for the Boomers in the finale and a rubber match of that series. 1-2 pitch. Chopped on the ground to third, long with the backhand, able to field, gets up, throws wild to first off the bag, off of Bush's glove. Coming home to score from third is Moore. The Otters' 4th error of the game leads to the 4th run for Schaumburg, and they're back on top 4-3.
So it's a base hit and an error on the throw.
No RBI on the play for Towns, but will take the base hit. Schaumburg leads now 4-3.
That was an unusual play for Ryan Long down there at third. The way he went after it looked like he got his feet tangled or something, and he lost his balance. And then he had a double pump.
First pitch to Dylan Jones, down in the dirt, blocked by Rizzatello for ball 1. Yeah, Ryan went with a big backhand sweep in order to pick it on the short hop, and once he did, like you said, it looked like his feet just got tied up a little, stumbled, and that gave Towns enough time to beat it out to first, and the throw on 1 hop banged off of Bush's glove. Jones, the hitter, now swings at the 1-0 and hits it off his own foot to the backstop, 1-1.
So that's 8 errors in 2 games.
Not ideal.
No, I mean, this is not the way the Otters generally play. I mean, they don't have maybe an error every once in a while, but not that many. Maybe the pressure is getting them.
1-1 pitch. Rolled foul into the Otters dugout, bangs off a water bottle and ricochets into the bench, 1-2.
I know people don't keep stats on this, but that is the 4th ball that has ended up on the roof of the Otter dugout. It's amazing in 2 games.
Beardsley set, winds and deals the 1-2. Changeup floats outside, count even. 2 outs, runner at first, top half of the 3rd inning. Schaumburg back in front, 4-3. Dylan Jones at the plate, flew out to center his first time up. 2-2 pitch. Chopped foul up the first base side. Count will remain at 2-2. Jones hitting .305 this season, one of a slew of Boomers hitters to exceed that 300 mark. The pitch popped in the air, shallow left field. Harrison comes in a few steps, now settles underneath of it. and makes the catch a few steps to his right for the final out of the inning, but 2 runs come home to score for Schaumburg. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. It's Boomers 4, Otters 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Hey Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Krookemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Evansville trailing by 1 to start the bottom half of the third inning. 4-3 Schaumburg on top. Brant Whiting is going to kick off the frame for Evansville. Peyton Lobdell back to work. His first pitch. Slow breaking ball, hangs too low, and it's ball 1.
That looked like it was a good pitch. Although, we're not umpiring.
Lobdell cranks and deals the 1-0 pitch. The liner up the middle and through for a base hit for Whiting, his second of the day. Godfrey out in center picks it up and hucks it back on in. Leadoff knock for Brant Whiting, and he's 2 for 2. Just a nice, easy stroke for Brant, not trying to do too much. After his first 5 hits as an Otter were all doubles, all extra base hits, and then his 6th could have been, except he got thrown out at second. Looked like he might have been pressing a little bit, but getting back to the basics here, just simple line drive stroke, 2 hits tonight. Now he's at first with Jeff Gardner, the hitter. Singled his first time up. First pitch. Fastball pushes him off the plate, 1-0. Gardner laced the ball out to right that the right fielder Jones went back on. Looked like he had a read on it, but ended up whiffing on the attempt. And Jeff got a single out of it for his troubles. 1-0 coming home. Swung on and missed. Gardner fooled by the changeup. Chases down low, and the count's even at 1.
Being a righty, I'll never understand a lefty the way they will. It's like throwing fish bait out there for a ball for a lefty low and inside. They automatically go after it.
Lobdell comes set and a throw over to first. Whiting dives back into the bag. Nobody out, bottom half of the third inning. Schaumburg back in front, 4-3 our score here in the opener of this 3-game set that'll take us through the weekend. Lobdell ready. Unfurls the 1-1. Fouled back by Gardner. Now behind in the count 1-2. And these 3 games against Schaumburg represent the final 3 contests for the Otters against Frontier League Eastern Division opponents for the season. After this weekend, it'll be Western Division foes all the way out, which means the Otters will have ample opportunities to gain ground in the standings. 1-2 pitch, grounder back up the middle. Shortstop Hartnagel ranges behind the bag, picks it up, steps on the base and throws to first for the easy 6-3 double play. Hartnagel turns it himself, And just like that, the bases are clear with 2 outs for Austin Bush.
Number 39, the first baseman, Austin Bush.
Lobdell dialed it up perfectly there. Little weak number up the middle. Art Nagel clubs it just behind the second base bag. And the twin killing was had. Now Bush, 2-run single to center his first time up. First pitch. Big swing and a miss as the bat, goes flying about 130 feet down the right field foul line towards first base coach Boots Day. My goodness, did he throw that?
Yeah, and Boots ran for cover.
Don't blame him.
That's the fastest I've seen Boots run in the last 5 years.
That's a dangerous projectile. A guy like Bush throwing a bat like that, my goodness, he got some real hang time on that thing. Helicoptering towards Boots. Whew, man. 0-1 pitch, the at-bat. This time he keeps the bat in his hands and skies it out to center field, tracing into left center now. Godfrey, the center fielder, over into the alley, makes the catch in front of the warning track to retire the side and end the third. We'll go to the fourth. It's Schaumburg 4 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Tyroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
The Hardy Highlanders present the 2018 Southwest Indiana Highland Games. Saturday, August the 11th at Angel Mounds will bring fun for the whole family, including a beer garden, kids activities, and music by Highland Rain. The event will begin at 8 a.m. with the Braveheart Kilted 5K and continue throughout the day with a true Highland experience. For more information, visit HardyHighlanders.com.
Hey Otters fans, Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town. Now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt. Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. To the top of the fourth inning we go. Nick Odo's going to lead it off for Schaumburg, with the Boomers leading 4-3. Tyler Beardsley's first pitch of the frame is swung at and popped foul out of play for strike one on Odo. Beardsley's gone 3 innings now. He's allowed just 1 unearned run. But currently, as things stand, Schaumburg leads it 4-3. Odo grounded out to second his first time up. Left-handed bat. 0-1 pitch. Lined foul out of play left side. And it's quickly 0-2. Odo doing the catching tonight. 250 hitter, a home run, 16 driven in. Solid campaign for him thus far. Beardsley peers in over his glove. Nods yes to the sign. Cranks and deals the 0-2. And a fastball sails outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Beardsley brings the 1-2, lined out to right field. Gardner coming on and will play it on a hop. Just not enough hang time on that one for Gardner to get in and make a play. It's a leadoff single for Nick Odo with 2 strikes on him. And the Boomers got their leadoff man on for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Gardner played that right, Sam, and waiting for the hop and to try to make a shoestring catch. I think that ball would have went to the wall And we'd have a runner on third base instead of on first base.
Odo at first. Now the 9-hole hitter, Michael Hartnagel. First pitch to him. He shows bunt, but watches a fastball low for ball 1. Not a sacrifice bunt showing there. Looked more like an attempt, possibly bunt for a base hit. Third base coach JT Scara going through the signs right now. Now Beardsley set. The 1-0. No bunt, instead swung on and flown in the air to left center field. Center fielder Cullen over into the alleyway to make the catch in front of Travis Harrison, the left fielder, for the first out of the inning.
Next is outfielder number 5, second baseman Jack Parenti.
Now the lineup's going to turn over for Jack Parenti. He's been held in check tonight. 0 for 2, a strikeout and a bounce out back to the mound. Runner still at first. That's Odo. 1 out, top of the 4th. Boomers lead by 1. And the first pitch to Parenti misses down on his back foot for ball 1. Parenti, left-handed hitter, despite being 0 for 2 tonight, came in riding a pretty good hot streak over his past 10, hitting a clean .405.
Yeah, might be a steal on this run. Might be stealing.
The 1-0, runner goes, hit and run, grounded to Long at third, who picks it up and throws over to first to retire Parenti, who does his job on the hit and run, protects the runner Odo, allows him to get into second base. Parenti retired for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Zach Weigel with a man in scoring position.
Yeah, I saw the manager give the sign down there to the coach. The coach gave the sign over to the player on first. The runner on first, he got anxious, had bugs in his pants, and all 3 of them gave themselves away.
Now with 2 outs, it's Weigel 0 for 1. Left-handed batter, the pitch. Launches a fastball, sink down and outside, 1-0. Our own Nostradamus over here.
What do you mean, in calling these plays?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You don't know who Nostradamus is?
No.
Famous Russian, what's the word? Can see into the future, that kind of thing. The 1-0. Down and in the dirt, blocked by Rizzatello. Odo will stay at second base. You know, like a fortune teller kind of thing?
Oh, yeah.
A visionary.
Oh, okay. So I'm a Russian. Okay, I don't want to be investigated now.
I don't know, I see you're rushing all over the place.
I know. I want to rush to the food line.
You're actually hungry.
Yeah.
You get it?
The hamburgers are good here. I had one last night, and tonight the hamburgers are just delicious. Everybody ought to go out and buy one.
Time called at the plate by Weigel. Beardsley taking his time, coming set. It's 2-0 on the hitter. 2 outs, top of the 4th. Boomers in front, 4-3 with a man at second.
Chris Gunn does an excellent job in running the concession stands.
The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. Beardsley rips off a nice breaking ball and gets Weigel to chase 2-1. Yeah. I'm really sad. It seems like you missed my hungry joke.
No, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Another timeout.
You get it? You get it? Hungry?
Oh, yes, yes. Okay.
I'm educating you about Eastern Europe tonight.
Yeah.
The 2-1 curveball misses outside, 3-1.
Well, I was always slow. I never the nuns told me that. I was always in the back of the classroom.
3-1, excuse me, on Weigel. 2 outs, runner at second. Beardsley set, checks the runner. His pitch misses outside for ball 4. Weigel walks. That's the second free pass issued by Beardsley, both of them to Weigel. And with 2 away, that puts men at first and second for Sean Godfrey. 1 for 2 on the day, but with 2 runs scored thanks to a single and a reached on error.
But we didn't have signs. You just went out there and yelled. You know.
First pitch Cued off the end of the bat up the first base line. That's going to stay fair right next to the bag. Bush Fields, and the first baseman tags the base himself to retire the side. Beardsley works around two base runners here in the fourth, and we go to the bottom half of the frame. It's Schaumburg 4 and Evansville 3 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
We move the bottom half of the fourth inning here from Bosse Field alongside Bill McEwen. I'm Sam Jelinek here on the mics in the press box at venerable and historic Bosse Field, where the Evansville Otters currently trail 4-3 against the Schaumburg Boomers. Peyton Lobdell back to work for Schaumburg, sporting a one-run lead after his team squandered a first and second two-out opportunity in the top of the frame. 7, 8, and 9 in the Otters order. Mike Rizzatello is going to lead it off for Evansville. Rizzatello flew out to right his first time up. First pitch of the inning. Misses down and away for ball one.
My observation of watching Mike, he never swings at the first pitch. He's always got strike one, strike two against him.
1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Good thing he didn't swing there.
Yeah, that was
2-0 on Rizzatello, opening up the bottom of the fourth. Lobdell into the wind, his pitch. Fastball misses just off the black, a hair low as well, 3-0. Lobdell's walked 2 batters. Those were 2 of the first 3 hitters of the game, in fact. But since then has settled in. The 3-0, high and tight for ball 4. Rizzatello draws the easy 4-pitch walk. First walk for Lobdell since the first inning. And it's a leadoff base runner for Evansville. They've had the leadoff man on now in 3 out of the first 4 innings.
Number 43, the center fielder, Hunter Coleman.
Now with Riz at first, it's Hunter Coleman stepping in from the left side. Big, wide open stance. Otters trailing 4-3, bottom of the fourth inning. Coleman flew out to right field his first time up, put a pretty good charge into it. Lobdell from the set, his first pitch. Misses low with a fastball. That's 5 out of the zone to begin the fourth inning for Lobdell.
Andy gives those signs, and he always ends up banging his fists together. That's his, like, he ends the, that's the end of the signs.
1-0 home. Swung on and missed. Cohen swings through the fastball, and the count's even at 1. Hunter's been swinging a pretty good bat over his past 10, a .318 average, including his first 2 home runs of the season. A 2-run shot and a solo home run back on Sunday. Rizzatello takes his lead. 1-1 offering. Fastball misses outside. 2-1 on the Otter center fielder.
Well, Mike is adjusting his hat. Andy gave a bunch of signs. Mike adjusted his hat. He looks like he's loose out there. No, not going.
2-1 pitch, grounded to first. Ferguson fields it on to second for one. Back to first, that's late. Cullen and Risatello will swap spots at first. Ferguson, the first baseman, a good job there, ranging to his right. Ball was bringing him towards second, so he takes the force out with the always tricky 3-6-1 double play attempt. To no avail there. Cullen with good speed beats the tail end.
Now this is interesting. Here comes the pitching coach out. There's someone warming up in the bullpen, and looks like they may be changing pitchers, and I wouldn't know why.
Yeah, it would be an ill-advised move against J.J. Gould, who has had some success against left-handed pitchers so far this season. I imagine that this is the pitching coach, Anthony Smith, going out and saying, you know, if you don't get Gould here, this is going to be your final batter.
Okay.
With 5 out of the next 6 hitters due up after Gould, due to be left-handed hitters.
Oh, okay. Well, that pitching coach is looking down there to see if he's ready.
I'd have to place a wager on that, and that's probably what the conversation was. With Cronin, Long, Whiting, Gardner, and Bush all lefties. But Gould at the plate here, a right-handed bat. Cullen at first, a strong lead. First pitch, he's going. Gould takes, throw down to second, is in on a hop and late. Cullen slides in with the head-first dive, picks up his 5th steal of the season. Running on first movement, he swipes the bag. There's a called strike on Gould, a curveball, a nice pitch for Hunter to run on. And it's 0-1 on JJ. Popped out in foul ground his first time up to the first baseman. Lobdell's 0-1. Ripped foul down the third base side. Just can't keep it fair, and it's quickly 0-2.
JJ has not been too successful when he's got 2 strikes with him. Or swing it, take advantage, swing at the first 2 pitches.
Chokes up on the bat here. Cullen at second. Otters down by 1 in the 4th. The 0-2. Fastball in the dirt through the legs of Odo to the backstop. Cullen's going to scamper on to third base. Goes right through the wickets of Odo. A wild pitch. And the Otters have a man at third with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes on Gould.
See now, Sam, I don't want to disagree with you because I like working with you, but as an old catcher, I'm going to say that's the fastball.
I was being kind.
I know you were, but that went right through his legs. He didn't put the glove down.
But it's always tough because I know the normal ruling is any ball that bounces is going to be a wild pitch. Whether or not that one bounced or not is kind of tough to tell. But either way, Cullen's at third. The 1-2 ripped just there down the left field line. That's going to roll all the way to the corner. Cullen's going to score. Gould racing into second. It's an RBI double for J.J. Gould with 2 strikes, and he ties the game back up at 4.
All right, well, I'm glad he got that double. But you know, going back to that, there goes, he's out of here now.
Now comes the manager, Jamie Bennett, for Schaumburg. That's going to be the end of the line for Peyton Lobdell. We're going to get a lefty on into the game for the Boomers. In a tie game now, we're knotted at 4 in the 4th. We'll take a quick break and be back here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Hoosier Lottery began selling lottery tickets on October 13, 1989. Since then, the Hoosier Lottery has offered hundreds of different games, awarded prizes to millions of players, and given billions of dollars to the state of Indiana. The Hoosier Lottery's mission is to responsibly provide innovative and entertaining lottery games for the benefit of the citizens of Indiana. To learn more about the Hoosier Lottery, visit them online at HoosierLottery.com. The Hoosier Lottery, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at ibew16.net.
91.5 WUEV Evansville.
New arm on for the Schaumburg Boomers. It's James Mullery, southpaw, coming on here to face the lefties due up in the lineup for Evansville. That's 5 out of the next 6 hitters. Got a runner out at second base. That's Gould following his RBI double. We're tied at 4 in the bottom of the 4th inning, and the day's done for Peyton Lobdell. Came in with a 2.48 ERA, but leaves after 3 1/3, 6 hits, 4 runs allowed on the hook for Gould at second. 3 walks, and get this, no strikeouts. Could not get anything by Otters hitters.
Well, I'm interested in Mr. Crone now, the batter, and I'm hoping he gets a base hit.
First pitch from Mullery. Chopped on the ground out to second. Parenti charges. Fields throws across his body to get Cronin on one pitch. Up to third goes Gould. And for the first time in 6 at-bats, David Cronin is out.
Yeah, he had 5 consistent hits and 2 walks, and I was hoping he'd get 6 consecutive hits. It's always nice to establish records.
It is. Why not? Now with Gould at third, Ryan Long steps in. 2 outs. We're knotted at 4, bottom of the 4th. Boomers and Otters. Mullery, the lefty, comes set. His first pitch. Lined down the right field line, fair. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Long hustling around first into the corner. Jones to pick it up. His throw into second is late. Long's in with a stand-up double, and the Otters reclaim the lead. Now in front, 5-4 on Long's 2-base hit. Nice to see Ryan, after 2 hard-hit balls in his first 2 at-bats, comes through there in a left-on-left matchup with a clutch base knock. His 10th double on the season in RBI number 35, and the Otters lead 5-4.
That's the 3rd double of the game for the Otters. David Cronin, Long, and JJ.
Now Travis Harrison, left on right matchup. The first pitch swung on and missed out in front of the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Mullery, we've barely gotten a chance to introduce him. 6'3", 235 pounds, a southpaw, you know that. He's been stellar for Schaumburg, 4-0 with a 1.80 ERA. 30 innings, 27 strikeouts, 15 walks, and 24 hits allowed. Comes set on the mound, Crossfire. The 0-1. Misses down and away, 1-1. Mullery throws extremely across his body. Hides the ball well from hitters, making it tough for lefties to pick it up out of the hand. Same to righties. Long out at second, 2 outs. Otters have scored 2 here in the bottom of the 4th to retake the lead 5-4, but looking for more. The pitch. Fastball called, strike 2, just under the knees. Mullery gets the call, and it's 1-2.
Travis has been robbed twice, once last night and tonight on ground balls where the players, the infielders, have made outstanding plays.
Now down in the count here, 1-2. Trying to come through clutch and extend the Otters' lead to 2. Long gets his lead from second. The pitch. Change up, down and away. Nice take from Harrison. And the count's even, 2-2. Already played for the Ottawa champions of the Can-Am League last season, another independent outfit, based in the northeast of the U.S. 2-2 pitch. Fastball high. Harrison lays off the high cheddar. Thought about chasing, but resists temptation, and the count's full 3-2. Long out at second, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. It's Evansville 5, Schaumburg 4. First game of this 3-game series to wrap up a 6-game homestand for Evansville. Mulry comes ready, brings the payoff pitch. Fastball outside, ball 4. A nice at-bat for Travis Harrison. Works his second walk of the day. And that puts 2 on with 2 out for the cleanup hitter, Brent Whiting.
You know, I'd like to, I mentioned it last night, Whiting should be the DH and Mike Russatelli should be the regular catcher, and I think they should stay with that lineup all year long. This guy puts the ball in play. Not a good defensive catcher, but he's a good hitter.
First pitch to Whiting, swung on and roped foul down the right field side for strike 1. Brandt 2 for 2 tonight, 2 singles. Both line drives up the middle, one of those an RBI single. That was back in the first to get Evansville on the board. Now hitting here with runners at first and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Otters lead by 1. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, chased down low. And Mulry quickly ahead, 0-2. Long at second, Harrison at first, 2 outs. Mulry, the left-handed tosser, Whiting hitting from the left side. Kicking the pitch. Fastball inside, that barely nicked Whiting on the way by, just got him on the belt. Across the hip, he'll take the hit by pitch with 2 outs and 2 strikes on him to keep the inning going. The bases are loaded now for Jeff Gardner.
I tell you what, Sam, we haven't had a grand slam in a long time. This would be a very, very appropriate situation. And you couldn't ask for a better batter.
Jeff Gardner at the plate. First pitch, the at-bat. Curveball in the dirt. Gardner lays off 1-0. The last grand slam for the Otters was back in the month of June during the homestand against the Southern Illinois Miners on that Sunday.
And it was Gardner that hit it.
Ryan Long.
Oh, Ryan Long, okay. Oh, my God. Another parent calling.
Hey, I'm sure Jeff would love to have a grand slam to his credit, too. 1-0 on him. Jeff 1 for 2 tonight. The pitch. Rolled foul at the plate, dribbling down the first base side, 1-1. Bases are loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Otters looking to open this game up. They lead it 5-4 in the bottom half of the 4th. 2 runs are already home in the inning.
Yeah. Whether it's Long or Harrison or Gardner, I'm rooting for all 3 of them.
Mulry set his pitch. Fastball high and tight. Gardner able to check his swing in time. Ahead in the count now, 2-1.
Yeah, that's a Louisville, a Fort Myer, and a Chandler, Texas. There we go. We hope we got that right.
2-1 on Gardner. Mulry at the ready. Serves up the 2-1 pitch. Hit high in the air to right field, pretty deep. Jones going back at the track at the wall. He jumps. It is out of here. A grand slam for Jeff Gardner. Tucking it just over the wall and right, and Evansville is now up 9-4.
Would you call the Western Ribeye and ask him if I get a free meal? Way to go. That's what the Otters needed. And I tell you what, this crowd is really showing their appreciation.
Grand slam for Jeffy Gardner. Evansville now leads by 5. Took a pitch on the inner half, turned on it, and just got it over the wall and right. Jones nearly robbed him. And now with the bases empty, here's Austin Bush, a first pitch breaking balls outside for ball one. Jeff Gardner, his 8th home run of the season. That now ties him with Travis Harrison for the squad lead. Now up to 42 RBIs as well. 1-0 to Bush. Line to first, ensnared by Ferguson. Just barely able to glove it for the final out of the inning. But the Otters, plate 6 in the inning, will go to the 5th. It's Evansville 9 and Schaumburg 4 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
Tyler Beardsley's got a little cushion to work with now. The Otters are leading by 5. Jeff Gardner wipes the bases clean with a grand slam. The Otters' 4th of the season. And I was really nervous. Jones out in right. He got back there. He jumped high. And boy, did it kind of look like he took it back. But just sneaking over the fence, a 6-run frame for Evansville. 1 run less than their most runs in an inning, which was last Sunday, or 2 Sundays ago rather, against the Windy City Thunderbolts. And now Ty Moore does lead it off for the Boomers. Nearly robbed Gardner of the grand slam, but came up short. It's Evansville 9, Schaumburg 4 to start the 5th. Ty Beardsley back to work. It's going to work from the stretch with nobody on here. A little alteration. In his first pitch to Moore, fastball sails high and outside.
Beasley, all he needs is 3 outs, and he will automatically, if the game continues, be the winner.
And despite the 4 runs up on the board, Tyler's pitched much better than that.
Oh, yeah.
And now he's going to go back to the windup after the ball 1. Here's the pitch. Curveball lined into center field, falling in for a base hit in front of Hunter Cullen, the center fielder. Gets it back on into second on a hop. Another base knock for Ty Moore. He's 2 for 3 with 2 driven in. Just continues his hot hitting. He's now 13 for his last 24.
No, you're right, Sam. They look up there and they see 2 runs in 1 inning, 2 runs in another inning, and say, oh, the pitcher. No, it wasn't the pitcher. It's the infield who let those runs scored. He's pitching a pretty good game.
Now it's Colin Ferguson, left-handed batter. Swings over top of pitch, down and in. 0-1.
He's not a strikeout pitcher per se. No, but you get that strikeout when you need it. That's what counts. Some guys are just, you know, they throw 100 miles an hour and they get a lot of strikeouts.
The 0-1. Fastball just downstairs, a little off the outside corner, too. 1-1. Ferguson 0 for 2 tonight, reached on an error, also a strikeout victim. Moore at first, nobody out to begin the 5th. The pitch absolutely skied in the air to right center field, pretty deep. Cullen over into the alley. He makes the catch in front of the right center field fence. The center fielder ranging over there. Had a lot of time to get over there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Colin Ferguson hit about as far as he can without putting it out to right center for the first out of the inning.
And I like the way Hunter went after that ball. He, had it in his sights at all times and then kind of leaped up like he was dunking a basketball, And by the way, the gentleman that threw out the first pitch was the University of Evansville basketball coach.
Mr. Walter McCarty.
Yeah, he was here.
Now Kenny Towns 1 for 2. Swings at the first pitch, breaking ball down low for strike one. That's now 3 at-bats for Towns. Each one of them has started with a breaking pitch out of the zone. And 3 straight times he's swung through it. Runner at first, 1 out, top of the 5th. Beardsley set, the 0-1. Another slider, this time Towns, the wiser, lays off 1-1. Beardsley checks the runner at first, set at the belt. Here comes the 1-1, flown in the air out to center. Cohen drifting in, now scampering back, still going back. Able to make the catch on the run in front of the warning track for the second out of the inning.
I'll tell you, so far this Schaumburg team has put some wood on that ball. I mean, we've had some long fly balls that fortunately Otterville Bossy Field is quite large. Allows those outfielders an extra foot or two to roam.
Schaumburg has to deal with that at home as well. First pitch to Dylan Jones. He swings away and skies it in the air to left. Travis Harrison, the left fielder, settling under it and straight away left to make the catch for the final out of the inning. Tyler Beardsley works around a leadoff single to toss a scoreless frame. We're halfway home. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. It's Evansville 9 and Schaumburg 4 on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the 5th inning, we venture on. And hey, Otters fans, if you come to Bossy Field for an Otters game, bring your Otters ticket stub into Krukemeyer & Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase of over $1,000. Winner will be drawn on the 1st of each month. Also mention the Evansville Otters Digital Network at Krukemeyer & Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you. An inning after the Otters send 9 to the plate, a new arm is on for the Schaumburg Boomers, with Evansville leading 9-4. Dylan Stutzman comes in to replace James Mulry. Stutzman, the 5'10", 165-pound righty, fires his first pitch of the inning, a fastball down the middle to Mike Rizzatello, and we're underway in the 5th.
Excuse me, Sam, but didn't you say that last pitcher had a outstanding ERA?
0-1 curveball down and away, 1-1. Yes, I did. He had about a 1.8 ERA. That's going to inflate as Mulry goes 2/3 of an inning, giving up 4 runs on 2 hits.
Yes.
The 1-1 to Rizzatello. Fastball drifts off the outside corner a little bit low, 2-1. Stutzman, the new arm from Bloomington, Indiana, 1-2 with a 6.69 ERA. The 2-1 down in the dirt, 3-1. 15 games, 1 start, 37 2/3 innings, 32 strikeouts, 11 walks, and 44 hits allowed. Right-handed thrower, works from the first base side of the rubber. His 3-1, Rizzatello swings and flies it in the air to center. Center fielder Godfrey comes in a few steps and puts the squeeze on it for the first out of the inning.
Sam, I'm going to ask you, you've been here all year. How many batters have you seen with a 3-0 count, swing, and get a base hit?
That was 3-1.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. sorry. Oh,
but to answer your question, probably can count them on my fingers.
Right. Entschuldigen Sie bitte.
I have no idea what that meant.
It's German as I'm sorry.
Okay. First pitch to Hunter Cullen. Fastball on the outer edge for strike 1. 1 out, bases clear, bottom half of the 5th inning. 9-4, Evansville in front. First game in the series. Well, Gesundheit.
Dankeschön.
0-1. Cullen takes down and away, 1-1. Hunter 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choices last time up, stole a base and scored a run.
In case you're interested, I picked up my German 60 years ago when we were in the occupation forces.
1-1, rolled on the ground to the first baseman, Ferguson. Gloves a couple steps away from the bag and takes it there himself for the second out of the inning.
Yeah, the U.S. Army was still occupying Germany. We did not answer to the German government. We answered to the United States Army.
Now 2 up, 2 down here in the inning. Evansville has not gone down 1-2-3 yet in the ball game. And J.J. Gould strides in. Base is empty. First pitch to him. Looping breaking ball just off the outside corner, 1-0. Gould an RBI double his last time up that kick-started that 6-run inning. 1-0. Fastball misses below the knees on the outside edge, 2-0. Gould wearing no batting gloves. The 2-0 pitch. Lined into right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit. Center fielder Godfrey over into the alley, cuts it off, gets it on into the cutoff man. It's a base knock for J.J. Gould. He's got a 2-hit game. And a night after he went 0 for 5, and the night before that when he had 2 hits, nice to kind of sandwich in that 0 for, surrounded with 2 multi-hit games. Lineup turns over here for David Cronin, who had that odd feeling of getting out, something he hadn't known in 2+ days. Had gotten on base in his previous 7 plate appearances before grounding out in the 4th. 1 for 2 today with a walk and a double. Throw back over to first, Gould back in on his belly. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Evansville on top 9-4 thanks to a 6-run 4th frame. An exclamation point of Jeff Gardner's grand slam. First pitch to Cronin. Breaking ball hangs upstairs for ball 1.
8th home run of the year.
Ties him for the squad lead, and now time called at the plate. Catcher Odo is going to go out to discuss with his new pitcher Stutzman.
You know, if I just may interject one thing, I mentioned occupied Germany. First things I ever learned was die Gates-Einbahnstraße umleiten. And the German girl said to me, you know what that means? I said, heck no. It means, how are you, one-way street detour.
1-0 pitch. Tapped out the plate off the back of Cronin, 1-1. What did you think it meant?
I was just trying to learn the language.
Oh,
so
okay.
Whatever it was, I was picking up. And I was using it in whatever way I could.
Were you encountering one-way streets that frequently? Throw back over to first. Gould in safely. The count's 1-1 on David Cronin. 2 outs, bottom half of the 5th. Otters lead by 5.
I tell you what, those German people over there were very, very good. I really enjoyed my stay over there.
Another throw over to first, low but picked out by the first baseman Ferguson. Saves an error. Gould has not stolen a base this season. Stutzman keeping a watchful eye on him. Cronin, left-handed batter. Stutzman, the righty, comes set. Is 1-1. Lined into right field. That's a base hit through the hole. Gould's going to advance up to second and stop there. Second base knock of the game for David Cronin. He's now reached safely in 8 of his last 9 plate appearances.
Now, he's gotten 6 hits in the last 2 games. And you had said he was like 1 for 14 or something.
He was previously 0 for 14 prior to yesterday's game.
Right, so now he brought that average back up. He was
261 going into yesterday, bumped it all the way up to 277 for today, and that's just going to keep on climbing.
Yeah.
Now with 2 outs, here's Ryan Long. He's hit the ball hard 3 times, but only 1 hit to show for it. An RBI double in the 4th.
He hit one as far as you can hit one without going out. But last time up there when he had it against that 400-foot sign, I bet he's sitting there in that dugout saying, hey, we all had 7. Now Harris got 8, Gardner's got 8, I've got to get 8.
1-0 on Long. The first pitch missed. Here it comes. Change-up finds the inside corner, 1-1. Gould out at second, Cronin at first. Back-to-back 2-out hits for Evansville. Bottom half of the 5th, Long looking for some more RBIs on the day, already 1 to his credit. Stutzman set his 1-1 pitch. Called strike 2, thereabouts on the outside corner. 1-2 on Ryan with 2 outs and 2 on. Evansville leading 9-4 here in the 5th.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of meeting Ryan Long's parents when they came here earlier in the season, and then they went to the All-Star game, and so I expect them to be here again before the season's over.
1-2, breaking ball starts outside and stays there. Ryan's got the count back to even 2-2.
You know, it seems when the parents show up, the players always do well.
Maybe we should just get cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
Might be a little bit too creepy, but count even on Long. Here it comes. Fastball, called strike 3 on the outside corner. Long takes it. That's the first punch out of the game for the entire Otters offense, and it ends the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's Evansville 9 and Schaumburg 4 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Since 1994, Slay's Restoration has been assisting tri-state residents clean up and restore their properties after disasters of all kinds. Located at 2121 Cotter Avenue in Evansville, Slay's Restoration offers assistance for water damage, fire and smoke damage, mold and biohazard mitigation, complete reconstruction, and much more. Slay's Restoration can be reached toll-free 24 hours a day at 1-888-776-8555. It can also be found online at slaysrestoration.com.
SRG Global, a Guardian company, would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Founded in 1932, SRG Global is one of the world's largest manufacturers of chrome-plated plastic parts for the automotive, commercial truck, and household appliance industry. Located locally at 601 North Congress Avenue in Evansville, SRG Global can be found online at srgglobal.com. They can also be reached in Evansville by phone at 812-477-6151.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
We forge along to the 6th. Tyler Beardsley stays on and will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters in the Schaumburg lineup. Nick Odo, Michael Hartnagel, and Jack Parenti, with Evansville on top 9-4. Odo leading it off 1 for 2, left-handed batter. Beardsley winds and fires the first pitch. Fastball misses outside for ball 1. Odo taps the plate, strides back in from the left side. Beardsley, the 1-0. Hit in the air on a line out to center field. Cullen racing back, still going back, finally settles up just onto the warning track in center field, a little bit to his right to put it away for the first out of the inning.
How many fly balls has Hunter raced back to catch so far this game?
5.
Go ahead, how many?
5.
Oh, 5, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry, I was concentrating on saying something and my mind floated.
First pitch to Michael Hartnagel, a nice two-seamer for Beardsley, finds the outside corner, 0-1.
What I was about to say was the first couple innings, everything was ground ball outs.
The 0-1, Hartnagel pushes a bunt up the first base side. Bush fields it, the first baseman to the bag, just late. He went with his foot to the base. Hartnagel beat him there. It's an infield single for Hartnagel, his first of the game. Expertly done. He steals a hit. And it's a one-out base runner with the lineup turning over for Jack Parenti. First pitch to Jack Parenti, taking all the way. It's a heater on the inner half for strike 1. 1 out, a runner at first. Otters leading by 5 in the top of the 6th. Parenti, the leadoff man at the plate, 0 for 3. Strikeout and 2 ground out. The 0-1. Two-seamer misses off the outside corner, 1-1.
And Mr. Cronin is playing like halfway. I don't know why he's doing that. Unless he's anticipating ground ball for the double play, touching a runner.
Beardsley holding on the mound, now the pitch. Fires a two-seam fastball, running away, misses 2-1 on Parenti. Left-handed batter had been tied for the squad lead in average at 335, but Ty Moore has since surpassed him with a 2-for-2 performance tonight. The 2-1. Flown in the air out to left field. Pretty good carry. Harrison back on it, though. The left fielder gets underneath of it to catch the slicing fly ball for the second out of the inning. And now with 2 away, that'll bring up Zach Weigel. Beardsley, his pitch count now up to 93 in the game. His limit last time was around 85. And I imagine once this inning is done, that will be the end of the line for Tyler, most likely.
You know, I don't understand that, Sam. This pitch count.
First pitch to Weigel's bounce foul. Well, I think it's because Tyler coming in out of the bullpen, he hasn't been extended very far yet this season.
These guys have been pitching since February. Their arms aren't in shape to be able to go 140, 150. They're not athletes.
0-1 pitch. Fastball runs down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike.
You know, one of the things we always, in scouting in the major leagues, one of the things you're always looking at is for that power pitcher.
The 1-1, nice pitch from Beardsley, slices the outside corner, and it's 1-2 on Weigel. 0 for 1, 2 walks, 2 outs, top of the 6th. The Otters lead by 5.
You're always looking for that pitcher that could go 200 plus innings.
Beardsley comes set, checks the runner at first. The 1-2, fastball misses just inside. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes on Weigel, left-handed hitter.
See now, Cronin's back playing his normal position. But that last time he was playing in.
2-2. Fastball runs high and outside. And Weigel's worked the count full 3-2. Beardsley has allowed only 2 walks in the game, both of them to Weigel, so obviously something he doesn't like in the matchup. And now with 2 outs, Hartnagel at first, he'll get a head start. Top of the 6th inning, count full. 2 outs in the frame. And Beardsley calls out his catcher Rizzatello to discuss how they want to attack Weigel on this 3-2. Hartnagel takes his lead. Beardsley comes set. Payoff pitch. Grounded just foul on the right side of the first base bag. That ball was drilled by Weigel, but he can't keep it fair. Count stays 3-2.
It was an inside fastball, and he really turned on that real fast with a quick bat. So that's going to tell you, keep the ball outside. You know, it's easy for us to sit up here and say where to throw it.
To actually do it's another story. If I could do it, well, I wouldn't be up here. Push backs off the runner at first. The 3-2 again. Lined into left center field. Cullen chasing after it. He makes the catch. With a great jump, he's able to flag it down in left center field. As the center fielder hauls it in for the final out of the inning. To the bottom half of the 6th we go. It's Evansville 9 and Schaumburg 4 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Otters look to keep on pouring it on here to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Middle of the order, 2 up. Travis Harrison's going to lead it off. Matt Chavarria getting loose down in the Otters bullpen right now. Be interesting to see if Beardsley comes back out for the 7th. Harrison leading it off. He is 0 for 1, but he's walked twice and scored twice. Stutzman back to work his first pitch. Curveball leaks high and in for ball 1.
Looked like that curveball slipped out of his hand because he didn't complete the delivery.
Stutzman, a relief pitcher on in place of James Mulry, the 1-0. Fastball at the knees, 1-1. Pitched a scoreless 5th inning, working around a 2-out, 2-on situation. It's 9-4 Evansville leading bottom half of the 6th. Harrison at the plate, right-handed batter. Stutzman, the righty, kicks and deals the 1-1, drilled in the air to left center field. Center fielder Godfrey going back, track wall, it's off the top of the fence. It'll carry him back into left center field. Harrison able to glide into second base with a double, his first hit of the day, and his 14th two-bagger, or 9th double on the season, excuse me.
I thought that had a chance of going out. It really had some juice in it, and watching the left fielder and the center fielder, they more or less indicated it was going. But you can't hit him any further than that, and it's got to be a 385, 390-foot shot.
Now Brant Whiting, 2 for 2, took a crucial hit by pitch. Now he swings at the first pitch, pops it in the air to left center field. Center fielder Godfrey over, gets underneath of it. Harrison bluffs a tag, and the throw in will head back to second. That's the first out here in the 6th. Harrison stays at second base.
I was going to say that that Harrison boy from Fort Myers.
Myers.
Hey, my goodness.
Well, one away, here's Jeff Gardner. He's got the biggest hit in the game. A grand salami his last time up. 2 for 3 overall. 4 runs driven home. Stutzman checks the runner at second. The pitch. Sharp breaking ball in at the knees. 0-1 on Gardner. Still 9-4 Evansville, bottom half of the 6th inning. Harrison out at second. Gardner at the plate, left-handed hitter.
I'll make a comment after this pitch.
Stutzman set the 0-1 way out in front. Gardner whiffs and comes up empty. 0-2.
His fastball and that fast slider, that slider then, you notice his arm motion. He's got a quick delivery on the fastball and the slider, but on the curve, he slows his arm down.
Little inside analysis there. He set the 0-2. Fastball misses inside on the hip of Gardner, 1-2. And I didn't get to say it because Whiting's at bat was so short. But Gardner's grand slam honestly doesn't happen without Whiting's hit by pitch, which came by millimeters. I mean, it was close that thing clipped Whiting on the way by. And he was down to an 0-2 count as well. The 1-2, change up high and outside, even at 2. So that's a big play that kind of goes a little under the radar since in its wake the grand slam is hit. But that's one thing you really can't forget about, that Whiting was able to keep the inning going with a savvy baseball move.
Yeah, how many times have grand slams been hit when there were 2 outs? An awful lot.
The 2-2. Crushed in the air to deep right center field, heading back towards the wall. The outfielders look up. It's out of here.
Oh, it isn't. It's still in. Oh, wait a minute. No, timeout.
The umpires say it's a home run. Right. The ball's back on the field, but it's the second home run of the day for Jeff Gardner. A 2-run shot. He's up to 9 on the campaign, and the Otters now lead 11-4. It's the first multi-home run game of the season for any Otters player.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, that was a good shot. But I didn't see what happened. All I know, you called it a home run, and next thing I know, I saw the ball rolling back onto the field. Whatever happened?
I think a fan out there tried to make a catch, banged off his hands. Now Austin Bush trying to go back-to-back, swings and misses for strike 1.
Oh, in the patio, the Bud Light patio, lime patio, trying to make a catch.
Hit off their hands, came back onto the field.
Okay.
The 0-1, Bush swings over top a curveball in the dirt, 0-2. It's now 11-4 Evansville.
So it's fan interference, although it was a homer, just like that playoff between the Cubs and the Marlins. Remember that famous?
Somewhat similar. That one, this one's clearly out of the park. That one, Bartman was unfortunately reaching into the field of play. The 0-2, curveball downstairs. This time Bush lays off for ball 1.
Allowed the Marlins to go on to win the 2003 World Series against the New York Yankees.
Game 6, Josh Beckett on short rest.
Right.
Complete game.
Yeah, now there's what we're talking about.
1-2 down in the dirt. Count even at 2.
All the big sports writers said that can't be done. He can't come back, but I think he pitched a full 9 innings, if I'm not mistaken.
Game.
Right, and I think he threw about 140 pitches. That manager really had great.
The 2-2 misses outside, and the count's full, 3-2.
That manager was from the old school. Great insight. What was his name?
Trader Jack.
Trader Jack McCune. Yeah, I remember reading about him.
3-2 on Bush, 1 out. Payoff pitch. Shot foul, left-hand side, still full. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Jeff Gardner's gone deep again. The first time the Otters have had a multi-home run game.
And Trader Jack finally retired this year. He's home cutting grass on that big John Deere tractor.
Stutzman winds and fires the payoff pitch. Popped foul out of play left side again, and Bush staying alive. Austin 1 for 3, a 2-run single in the first. Also lined out to first, robbed of a hit by Ferguson.
His son-in-law just had some emergency operation well, just said emergency.
Payoff pitch is just inside. Bush draws the walk. A nice at-bat, working it from 0-2 to grab the free pass. And after the home run, the Otters put another man on base. It's Mike Rizzatello now coming up with a man at first.
Number 27, the catcher, Mike Rizzatello.
Rizzatello 0 for 2, walked back in the fourth, has flown out twice. Right on right matchup, the first pitch, broken back grounder out to second. Second baseman Parenti tags the runner going by. Bush throw on to first, that's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. The Otters score 2 more on the Jeff Gardner 2-run shot, and we'll go to the 7th. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 4 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The pizza brick road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the pizza brick road. Road down to Tyroni's. The pizza brick road. The pizza brick road always goes to Tyroni's.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. I've built a reputation of doing quality work that will stand the test of time. We didn't get here by knocking on doors, talking gibberish, or trying to be the lowest bid. You don't like to be sold to, and that's not what we do. My philosophy is simple: treating your home like it's my own, from start to finish. For roofing, gutters, siding, give us a call at Bill Morgan Roofing and Construction. Roofing the right way. 812-499-5892 or BillMorganRoofing.com.
We go to the top half of the 7th inning. The day is done for Tyler Beardsley, and he leaves in line for his 4th victory on the season. Ends up going 6 innings, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs, just 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Matt Chavarria, the new arm to pitch for the Otters. He had a nice debut for Evansville, going 3 scoreless frames his first time out. That was back in the second game of the series against Joliet, when the Otters bullpen combined for 8 1/3 innings of scoreless baseball.
Yeah, they came in 6 runs in the first inning, and then the relief pitchers came in, and Connor, and then this guy, and they shut the Joliet team down. Just a little note here, Sam. When Gardner hit that home run, that second home run, that gave him 9 for the year, and he had 29, so it gives him 38 for the year. He is tied with Josh Allen with 38 for the 3rd place in all-time Otter history home runs. Sweeney is number 1 with 51, Schultz is 42, and now Allen and Gardner are 38.
Yeah, I looked at it earlier in the season. If Gardner can get to 15 on the year, he could move into second place sole possession by the end of the season.
Yeah.
Chavarria on the right-handed tosser is going to pitch to Sean Godfrey to lead off the 7th. The first pitch is a breaking ball, wraps on to the inside corner, 0-1. It's Evansville 11, Schaumburg 4, top of the 7th. Otters looking at a nice Game 1 victory here against the Boomers. 0-1 pitch. Another curveball. This time it hangs high and tight, 1-1. Godfrey 1 for 3, the right-handed batter. Cleanup, or rather 3-hole hitter, excuse me. Chavarria from the first base side of the rubber. His pitch. Another breaking ball down and cued off the end of the bat out to second. Cronin gobbles up the grounder and throws it on to first to retire Godfrey. He's now 1 for 4 on the day. Now with 1 out in the top of the 7, that brings up Ty Moore, who has been a pest tonight against Evansville. I mean, he's been a pest against the entire league, but has really powered the Schaumburg offense here this evening. 2 for 2, 2 RBIs, a double and a single. First pitch home, 2 more from Chavarria. Fastball misses inside. Moore turned his back to the pitch, 1-0.
What's he batting? 336.
Came into the game hitting 335, but after a 2 for 2 performance, that's just going to rise up a few ticks.
Boy, that's not bad. Batting average.
1-0 pitch. Popped up off the hands behind home plate. Rizzatello off with the mask, but it's going to get just on top of the roof. And if you notice there, when Moore finished that swing, he slung the bat around his back, lost the handle on it. I've seen quite a few guys lose the grip here tonight.
Yeah, and they're all wearing gloves. Isn't that the reason they wear gloves?
Need more pine tar.
The first person to ever wear gloves in my recollection was Yogi Berra, and they were white because he had poison ivy.
1-1 pitch to Moore. Lined into right field. That's down for a hit. His 3rd of the game. He stays perfect. It's a 1-out base runner for the Boomers with Colin Ferguson coming up.
Yeah.
And I believe the first man to really kind of popularize it was Mike Schmidt, who ended up wearing his and had to deal with Franklin and whatnot.
You always got to bring up those Philly players.
Always do.
If he only could have played third base, he might have made the Hall of Fame.
The gold gloves didn't do it for you? Now Colin Ferguson, the pitch. Outside 1-0. It's 11-4 Otters, top half of the 7th inning. Brewers got Ty Moore at first and Ferguson the hitter. He's 0 for 3 from the left side. .1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground by the dive of the first baseman, Bush, and on down the right field line. Gardner picks it up. Going first to third is Ty Moore. Will be in there standing. Cutoff throw coming back into Cronin. Back-to-back hits for Schaumburg in the top half of the 7th. Still a large mountain to climb. They trail by 7. And they got men at first and third now for Kenny Towns, who's 1 for 3.
You know, I know you're a Philly fan, one of the finest gentlemen I ever met. And I had the pleasure of being his friend. In fact, I was his supervisor. Was an old Philly manager, Eddie Sawyer.
Eddie Sawyer.
The Whiz Kids.
Yep, 1950.
Yep. I was his...
First pitch to Towns is high and tight, nearly nicks him on the shoulder, but he turns out of the way for ball 1.
He used to introduce me all the time and said, "Oh, this is my boss." And I'd say, no, don't talk to Casey Stingle like that. You know, just say we're associates. I was embarrassed all the time.
Towns 1 for 3, right-handed batter. The pitch late on a curveball, was hanging upstairs, but can't touch it. 1-1.
Yeah, when you go back to those old timers like Casey Stingle and, you know, and the ones of the past, and he would introduce me to those people, I was always embarrassed. You know, I mean, here was a man that was a World Series manager, and I'm a nobody.
The 1-1 just off the outside corner. Chavarria can't get the call. 2-1. 2 on for Schaumburg at first and third. 1 out, top of the 7th. Otters right now leading 11-4 here in the first game of this 3-game set to cap off the weekend. 2-1 delivery. Popped in the air, foul out of play, even at 2 now. And then there went on to be 33 years later, the Wheeze kids.
Yep. Yeah. I spent many a day in Philadelphia watching baseball games. In the old ballpark and then the
Shibe and veterans.
Yeah.
Chavarria set, kicks in, deals the 2-2. Misses down in the dirt off the outside corner, and the count's full 3-2.
I remember going to the old Philadelphia Athletic games. Later, the Kansas City Athletics. Now the Oakland Athletics.
Payoff pitch. Lined out into center field. Cullen starts in, now gets back underneath of it. Runner tagging from third. He'll come in and score, no play. Throw back into the cutoff man, shortstop J.J. Gould. It's a sac fly for Kenny Towns on the liner out to center. Second out of the inning is attained, though, for the Otters. It's now an 11-5 game.
See, now that was a heads-up play on Hunter out there in center field. Instead of throwing it all the way home to get the runner trying to score, which he automatically was going to, you want to hold the runner back to first base, so he threw it to second. That's heads-up baseball.
Now with 2 away, that brings up Dylan Jones. He's flown out 3 times. Man at first, Otters leading by 6. The pitch. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. 11-5 our score. Otters have out-hit the Boomers 12-8. They've also out-errored their opponent 4-0.
Yeah.
1-0 delivery. Fastball spins the batter Jones out of the box. Inside 2-0. But it might be one of those weird things, despite having the 4 errors, you can point to them and say, yeah, the Otters can still play better. Chavarria set his 2-0. Taking all the way. Jones watches it downstairs 3-0. You can still point at those and say, you know, they overcame it. Despite the flaws, you know, they were still able to work around that and put together a really solid game.
Well, I would. You've been with the team all year. I don't travel with the team, but
3-0 pitches outside. That's ball 4 for Jones. Up to second goes Ferguson, and it's 2 on with 2 out for Nick Odo, the catcher.
But who would you say is the leader on this team? Because that's what you need.
Well, it's got to be Jeff Gardner.
Jeff Gardner, okay.
Far easily, you know, the longest tenured guy here. Not counting Tyler Vale, because obviously he spent 2017 in affiliated baseball.
Yeah.
But Gardner here for technically his 3rd season, 2.5 though, after coming late in 2016.
Well, you had like Josh Allen last year. I always thought he was the captain of the team, and that's what you need. You need somebody when you're committing.
First pitch to Odo's rolled up the first base line, foul for strike 1. 2 outs. Runners at first and second, top of the 7th inning. Otters leading 11-5.
When you get the 4 errors last night and the 4 tonight, then you need someone, you know, pulling them aside. Hey, let's knock this off. Let's start playing baseball. You know, leave whatever problems you got in your back pocket. Let's play baseball.
0-1 pitch to Odo. Popped up off his hands, foul ground up the third base line. The third baseman Long charging in halfway down the line. Makes the catch to end the inning, and it's time to stretch. We go to the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
0.5 FM, WUEV, Evansville.
To the bottom half of the 7th inning we go. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 5 here on WUEV alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek, bringing you what looks to be a potential Otters Game 1 victory over the Schaumburg Boomers. We'll take a look at the rest of the scores around the Frontier League as this game progresses through the latter stages. Hunter Cullen's going to lead it off for Evansville here in the inning, though. 8-9-1 in the order. First pitch to Cullen misses down and away for ball 1. Back out on the mound is Dylan Stutzman. He got a double play off the bat of Mike Rosatello to end the 6th inning. Now the 1-0 to Hunter. Slashes it foul back out of play, 1-1. Looking at the current scores right now, Windy City hosting Southern Illinois. That's at Standard Bank Stadium in Crestwood. Thunderbolts leading 1-0. That's in the bottom of the 6th. Stutzman gets his sign, the 1-1. Hunter watches a fastball just down low, 2-1. Over at GCS Credit Union Ballpark, the Gateway Grizzlies in front of Joliet, 4-1 right now. That would be a huge win for Gateway over the top team in the league. The 2-1 pitch, down and away, 3-1 on Cullen. Right now, Lake Erie closing in on a victory over the Florence Freedom. They're on top 5-2. That's in the bottom of the 9th at UC Health Stadium. And then a couple games have already gone to final. 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2 on the inside corner, bottom of the zone, and the count's full. Normal with a 5-3 victory at Warfel Park over the Traverse City Beach Bums. And then River City got shut out by the Washington Wild Things 1-0. Over in Washington, Pennsylvania at Wild Things Park.
Are they in first place now?
Payoff pitch. Skied in the air out to right field. Jones takes a few steps back now, coming on in, settles underneath of it. The right fielder puts it away for the first out of the 7th. Washington came into this ball game 2 games back.
Oh, okay. They were in first place.
They were for a while, but Joliet got hot, Washington got cold, and just like that, we had a little switcheroo.
Okay.
But if the scores hold the way they are now and Joliet ends up losing, Washington would move to a game back come tomorrow morning. And for Evansville, with River City's loss, if Southern Illinois are normal, and the first pitch home to J.J. Gould's a breaking ball for strike 1. With River City's loss already and Normal having already won, they're going to be tied for first come tomorrow morning. And if Southern Illinois ends up winning against Windy City, the pitch, another slow looper for strike 2 on Gould. Southern Illinois ends up coming back against Windy City. They would also be tied for first place.
And little Napoleon, every year, he's there.
And Florence, as it looks like they're going to lose in the bottom of the 9th. 0-2 to Gould. Fastball inside, nearly nicks him on the elbow, but missed 1-2. JJ's having a nice day, 2 for 3. RBI double and a single. 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Otters lead by 6.
There's so many people.
Stutzman's 1-2, slider down and away, but Gould can't hold up in time. He chases and misses. Punched out for Stutzman, the second out of the pen for him, and that's just the second strikeout in the game for Evansville.
There are so many people in this league, and even around the front office of the Frontier League, who disagree with me. But I think I've got enough evidence in my pocket to prove I'm right. and that is that little Napoleon over there in Southern Illinois. Every year he's contending for this league championship. He may not win it, but he's there every year.
Lineup turns over here for David Cronin. Takes a first pitch fastball inside. Prior to last year, they'd had 9 straight winning seasons before going under 500 for the first time last year.
Yeah.
And if Florence ends up losing, they'll drop to 2.5 back. And if the Otters can hold on here, they would move to within 3 games of first. The 1-0 again misses inside on David. 2-0. David having another solid ball game after a 4-for-4 performance yesterday. 2 hits and a walk tonight, also bounced out.
Well, the playoffs is going to be the #1 team in the Eastern Division, Western Division.
Correct.
And then it's the best.
2-0, slashed foul out of play on the left side, 2-1.
It's the best winning percentage, so you could have 3 teams from either the West or the East playing against 1 team from the East or West, whatever.
And right now, I'd put my money on I'd bet my mortgage on the fact that 3 teams from the East are going to end up in the playoffs.
Okay.
The 2-1. Cronin sends it straight back to the net, 2-2. For reference, to prove my point, Schaumburg, who is tied with Lake Erie for 3rd place in the Eastern Division, they're 4 games back at first, just like Evansville is, except Schaumburg's, after this game, is going to be 36-34. That's still quite a few games better than the Otters. About 3 in total. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Cronin whiffs on the back foot curveball. And it's a 1-2-3 frame. The first time tonight the Otters have gone down in order. We'll go to the 8th. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 before any digging project. 811 is our national one-call number, alerting your local utility companies to come out and mark any lines they have near your dig site. So before you do this or this, make sure you do this. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811. Brought to you by Indiana 811.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
The top of the 8th inning we go. Evansville still leading this one 11-5. Matt Chavarria back to work here in the 8th. Toss the 7th inning, giving up 1 run. And Michael Hartnagel, the 9-hole hitter, is going to lead it off for Schaumburg. First pitch from Chavarria. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. Hartnagel 1 for 3, bunted for a base hit his last time up the first base side. The 0-1 hit hard on the ground through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Hartnagel's got his second knock of the game. A leadoff one to open up the top of the 8th.
You know, Sam, the people who are listening to us, they don't see us, well, most anyway, but I got to give a big cheer to those Otter Bells. Their performance this year is outstanding, and they got that routine like the music hall where they do the high kick. So, congratulations to those Otter Bells.
Runner at first, nobody out. Jack Parenti, the leadoff man at the plate. He watches a pitch miss for ball 1 to open the at-bat. 11-5 Evansville leading top half of the 8th inning, hoping to put the finishing touches on this one. Hartnagel at first. Parenti 0 for 4 tonight. The pitch. Fastball misses inside in on the hands. Parenti tucks them inside to avoid getting hit, and it's 2-0. Delivery. Parenti taking all the way, sees a fastball right down the middle, 2-1.
Well, our crowd has dissipated a little. You know, it reminds me of Dodger Stadium. Have you ever been out there?
I have not, unfortunately.
Oh, well, it's a celebrity.
The pitch. Bounced on the ground to second, could be 2. Cronin grabs it, tags the runner going by, and throws to first. Nice heads-up play there by David Cronin. Fielded the ball in the base path, and with the runner Hartnagel barreling towards him, just applies the tag, throws on to first for an easy 4-3 double play.
Yeah, over there in Dodger Stadium, the celebrities, they come after the game starts, and then they leave after the 7th inning. And the reason they do that is they want everybody to see them. And so it's amazing that they're there not to watch the game, but to be seen, recognized.
First pitch to Zach Weigel. Misses outside, 1-0. I assume you know that because you partook in that experience as a celebrity, right?
No. As a baseball scout, we're there early, and we leave after the game.
The 1-0. Changeup floats outside, 2-0. 2 outs, nobody on top of the 8th inning. Evansville leading 11-5.
I only left one ball game, and it was an Old Orchard, and it was a Philly AAA club.
The 2-0 pitch. That one finds the zone at the knees, outer third. 2-1 on Weigel. 0 for 2 tonight. 2 walks for the left-handed batter.
And it was a freezing cold night. I only had a T-shirt on, and I left the game because it was so cold.
The 2-1. Fastball inside, shuffles the feet of Weigel off the plate. 3-1.
But I'll tell you what, the next night when myself and Pete Gabriel arrived at the ballpark, a lot of fans let us know that we left the game early.
The 3-1, flown in the air out to center, chasing Hunter Cullen back a few steps. But now he gets a read on it, settles up and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. We go to the bottom half of the 8th. Otters looking to take their final hacks of the game. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 5 here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the 8th inning we go. A pitching change for Schaumburg. James Keller, the backup catcher, is going to come in and pitch the 8th inning. The second time this week the Otters have seen a position player toe the mound. And you really got to give a big shout out to Dylan Stutzman for Schaumburg. He came on, kind of settled the game down, for the Boomers. Ended up giving up 2 runs in 3 innings, but ate some valuable frames to allow manager Jamie Bennett to not have to dip into his bullpen any further and waste any more bullets he might have down there. And now we'll just call on Mr. Keller to throw here in the 8th inning in a game that looks like it has been decided with Evansville leading 11-5. Keller's first pitch to Ryan Long. It's a fastball on the outside corner for strike 1.
Have you ever noticed in home run derbies when the participant, the one swinging the bat?
The 0-1. Curveball just outside, 1-1.
The one that is throwing to him is generally his catcher or a former catcher because they throw strikes.
Yeah, and that's all Jamie Bennett wants here. Whether or not the Otters get hits isn't his concern anymore. The 1-1, flown in the air out to center, not all too deep. Center fielder Godfrey camped underneath of it, makes the play on the can of corn for the first out of the inning.
536-958.
Yeah, I'm looking up at that thing, winning raffle number. What the heck was raffled?
Something.
Oh my God, I didn't know anything about it. Maybe they're giving away a car or something.
Now Travis Harrison doubled off the wall his last time up. The first pitch. Heater in at the ankle for ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 8th, Otters leading 11-5. Travis has walked twice, grounded out, and doubled. Right on right matchup, the 1-0. Line down the left field side, but that's going to hook out of play. 1-1.
Back in Richmond, Virginia, Tidewater. I'm sorry, it was Tidewater. And they would parade all kinds of brand new Cadillacs, Lexuses, and all that every game.
1-1 pitch. Popped in the air, back out of play. 1-2 on Harrison.
So everybody that came to the game tonight always had a chance, and they would put them in a, in a bucket and draw. And then finally, the last week of the season, they gave that car away, and that stadium was packed. I mean, you're talking 20, 30,000 people, and they gave the car away.
1-2 pitch to Harrison. Curveball backs up inside, 2-2. I heard a funny story once. I believe it was a prank played on Derek Bell, who was an outfielder once upon a time for the Montreal Expos. And while playing for the Expos, he had just gotten a new contract, so he went ahead and bought himself a brand new car. The 2-2, fastball high, 3-2. Purchased the car, shows it off to all of his teammates and everything. And because, he's being a little bit of a show-off, his teammates conspire, we're going to play a prank on him. So before one game, the Expos always did a raffle. Hey, we'll raffle something off. And, well, the next game, he goes out to the outfield. The 3-2's down and away for a ball 4. Harrison draws his 3rd walk of the game. Goes out to the outfield, warms up. Over the PA, they say, hey, everybody go buy your tickets. We're about to parade around what we're going to be raffling out today. And lo and behold, the center field gate opens up, and what comes out but his new GMC truck. He goes running over, telling them, no, that's my car. First pitch to Whiting, bounced foul up the first base side for strike 1. And he threw some kind of fit. I've always thought that's one of the funniest things.
Well, mine is not going to top it, but the point is, they gave the car away, and I'm making this up and say it's 1980, just for the sake of discussion.
0-1 to Whiting, cut on and missed. 0-2. Brant's 2 for 3 on the day, 2 singles, a hit by pitch, and 2 runs scored.
So it was in 1980, but they gave away a 1960 car. and a young kid was the winner, and he jumped out into the field, and he got in that car, and I'll tell you,
the 0-2 bounced on the ground out to second. Parenti waits back on it, flips to the shortstop for 1, back to first. That's a double play. A clean inning there for James Keller with the 4-6-3 twin killing, ending the inning. And we'll go to the 9th. It's Evansville 11, Schaumburg 5. Matt Chavarria will look to finish it off and earn the save when we come back here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Why Old National Bank? Old Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at mymarathonstation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is Fueling the American Spirit.
To the top half of the ninth inning we go. It's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 5. Matt Chavarria is going to try and finish this off, and if he can, he'd earned the save in this one. It would be his third career save in the Frontier League. Working into his third frame of action, 3, 4, and 5 in the order for Schaumburg. His first pitch to Sean Godfrey. Breaking ball hangs up and in for ball 1. Evansville in front by 6 runs in the top of the ninth inning. 11-5 our score. Godfrey, the hitter, 1 for 4. The pitch. Breaking ball crushed in the air to deep left field. Harrison going back a few steps, but will just watch it fly. An absolute mammoth blast for Sean Godfrey. His 4th home run of the season. He gets one back for the Boomers here in the top of the ninth, and he's made it a 5-run game on an absolute long ball.
Now, did that clear both fences? I lost it. All I was watching was Harrison out there in left field.
Yeah, it went up. I never saw it come back down.
Yeah, I never saw it come down. I just watched Travis, and he gave it that, bye-bye.
But it's just a solo home run, and Schaumburg still has a long way to go, down by 5. And now Ty Moore, who is yet to be retired tonight, he's 3 for 3. Chavarria into his motion, the first pitch. Moore with a wicked hack, pops it up back towards the Boomers' dugout. Rizzatello gives it a look, but it's out of play for strike 1. Moore swung so hard there. Normally for most guys, when they finish their swing, the top hand comes off the bat. For Moore there, the bottom hand came off.
Oh, boy.
0-1 pitch. Fastball inside, nearly gets him on the feet, but he dances out of the way, 1-1.
We mentioned earlier the Mickey Mantle, Roger Maris home run derby going down the stretch, and there was a lot of controversy insofar as Mickey Mantle might have been shy.
The 1-1 misses inside, 2-1.
He might have only had 50-some home runs compared to Maris's 60, but they said most of Maris's home runs were individual, no one on. Whereas Mantle always had runners on base, had more RBIs.
Yeah, they count just the same.
Yes.
The 2-1. Fastball up and in again. Moore takes 3-1. The other controversy surrounding it was the fact, of course, the Maris got essentially an extra 8 games compared to what Babe Ruth played.
That's true.
Back when Babe Ruth set his mark of 60, Major League schedule was 154. The 3-1 misses outside to Moore. First 2 hitters here in the inning reach. One a home run, this one a walk to Moore.
And I want to tell you a little secret. I played against Roger Maris, and it was back in Eau Claire when he played with Fargo, North Dakota, his rookie year. And he played center field. And I tell you, he made some reference to me, and I went in that dugout after him. Unfortunately, I never did get to him. Two football catchers picked me up and threw me out.
First pitch to Colin Ferguson. He swats away and pops it foul down the third base sideline, giving chase over his shoulder. He loses sight of it, and it falls to the turf for strike one. Would have been a really terrific over-the-shoulder catch, but no dice for Ryan.
Yeah. Fargo that time had 3 catchers. Every one of them was like 6'4", and they all weighed about 250. And two of them just grabbed me by one shoulder piece. They lifted me up and they said, "You got problems, boy?" And I looked around and none of my teammates were there. I said, "No way, no way, no."
Nope, I got no problems.
I got no problems. Roger wasn't playing that day. He was sitting in the dugout.
Ferguson 1 for 4, a single his last time up. The 0-1 pitch. Slider backdoors on him. Left-handed batter with the righty. Chavarria on the mound grabs the corner. 0-2. Runner at first, nobody out. Top of the 9th inning. It's an 11-6 game. Evansville on top. Oh-2 pitch. Skied in the air, foul ground, third base side. Rizzatello giving chase, the catcher underneath of it. And with some good footwork, he puts it away just in front of the warning track that edges off the dugout for the Boomers for the first out of the inning.
You had Long over there and Mike, both of them superior catchers, and yet the pitcher ran out. Why he was over there, I mean, he possibly could be interfering with them. Pitchers belong on the mound. When it comes to those pop-ups, in foul territory, hey, it's not their job. It's the first baseman or the third or the catcher's job.
Runner at first, 1 out. Otters up by 5 at the top of the 9th, and now it's Kenny Towns. Chavarria from the set, his first pitch. A slider misses a hair below the knees on the outside corner, 1-0. Alex Phillips getting loose in the Otters bullpen in case things start to get a little out of hand here in the 9th. Chavarria ready. His 1-0 pitch. Hit hard on the ground to third. Long picks it onto second for 1. Back to first. That's an around the horn double play to close it off. Matt Chavarria earns the save by throwing the final 3 innings. And the Otters take the first game of the series 11-6 against the Schaumburg Boomers here at Bosse Field. We'll take a quick break and be back with the post-game recap and the post-game show with the Otters winning this one 11-6 your final. You've been listening to Evansville Otters baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought by Kruger and Kahn.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Serves up the 2-1 pitch, hit high in the air to right field, pretty deep. Jones going back at the track, at the wall, he jumps. It is out of here, a grand slam for Jeff Gardner, tucking it just over the wall and right, and Evansville is now up 9-4. The biggest blow of the game came off the bat of Jeff Gardner in that 6-run 4th inning. Your final score here from Bosse Field, it's Evansville 11 and Schaumburg 6. We'll get the final lines to you in a moment, but Bill, this was just a game. The offense broke out. Tyler Beardsley, although technically gives up 4 runs, only charged for 1. The Otters work around 4 early errors in the game to put together, look from really the second inning on, a real solid performance.
I would say so, and I got to give Beasley credit too, because as a pitcher out there and you got 3 errors at one time and you got those runs, and you could have very easily have gotten so upset. You could have, just turned around and had a few words with your players, and it could have thrown your whole game off. But he had the coolness of really concentrating and getting those runners out. And as you say, only 1 run was charged to him. The others were unearned, right.
And this is how the final line shakes out for both squads. Schaumburg, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They dropped to 36 and 34 on the season. Evansville, 11 runs, 12 hits, and 4 errors. Back to 3 games under 500 at 33 and 36 on the season. They'll go now to 3 games back of first place, with River City losing and Normal winning. Otters gain a game in the standings. Tyler Beardsley, he's your winning pitcher for his 4th win on the season, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Losing pitcher is Peyton Lobdell. He gets hung with the loss. He goes 3 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 3 walks, no strikeouts. And after that, it was a bullpen game for Schaumburg. And then getting the save is Matt Chavarria, coming in and doing a nice job throwing the final 3 innings when the game looked like it was already in hand in order to kind of save the rest of the arms down in the Otters bullpen. Goes 3 innings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and no strikeouts. And one of the weirdest things about this game, I'm just noticing now, looking at the final box score, 5 total strikeouts. That's it. Just 5 strikeouts in a game. I can't remember the last time we saw one team have 5 strikeouts or fewer, just 5 total here in this ball game. That's something I've never seen before for sure.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the Otters generally are averaging 8 to 10 strikeouts a game, and like you say, there weren't many. And anyway, let's put it this way. The Otters came back after a couple of miscues, and Gardner really excelled today. And who's going to be the hero tomorrow night? Harrison, Long?
Yeah, you just got to look for the next man up. You got to have that kind of mentality. And for Evansville, the next man up, you never know who it may be. And the Otters hoping that when tomorrow comes, they'll be able to find it once more. And, of course, that means that the man who did come to play today, who will be our player of the game, remember, Otters fans, tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. Jeff Gardner, the player of the game, the first multi-home run performance for any Otter this season. A grand slam and a 2-run shot. Tallied a single as well, 3 for 4 with 6 RBIs. The home runs as well as the RBIs, both highs for a single player on the Otters this season, breaking a mark that Toby Thomas had set at 5. Just overall, Jeff, he's the difference in this game. You take away the 6 RBIs, all of a sudden we're tied at 5.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I've said it last night, and I'll repeat myself. He belongs out there in right field constantly. He not only has got the power that the Otters need in the lineup, but he's probably one of the best defensive outfielders in the Frontier League. He's got the best arm, as far as I'm concerned, on the Otters. And when you're going down a stretch like this, you need the best players, the best that you can put out in that field every day. Not, substituting here and there. Hey, stay with the winners.
And we'll be looking at quite possibly one of the best starters for the Otters here tomorrow when Spencer Medic toes the rubber for the second game of the series. Spencer 2-1 with a 2.84 ERA this season for Evansville. He'll be opposed by Joe Hauser for Schaumburg, 7-5 with a 3.78 ERA. That first pitch scheduled for 6:35 p.m. Pre-game show starting at 6:15 as always. And you'll be sure to tune in then to see if the Otters can string together back-to-back wins here at Bosse Field and get on the track back to 500 and continue to try and gain ground in the division. Bill, any closing thoughts?
Well, I'm going to say, is tomorrow the Veterans Day? All the veterans come in free? Is that what, or is it, I know there's one of those games that honoring our veterans.
I I personally do not know the promotional schedule.
I don't either. I just read it in my mind. When you get to be a experienced citizen like I, sometimes you lose track. Anyway, it was a great game for the Otters, and again, a great job you've done, and I have the pleasure of working with you constantly. And don't forget that man back at the station. I can't remember his name, but he worked for the railroad. He was a choo-choo-choo man.
And that'll wrap it up here from Bossy Field. For my partner, Bill McCune, I've been Sam Jelnick here on the airwaves. As always, thank you to our producer, Paul Mattingly, back in the studio for the phenomenal work. For everybody who stuck around and listened to an awesome Otters victory. And thank you, Paul. Always alert with the text message. It is St. Vincent night tomorrow. That's the promotion we got coming on, so be sure to come on out for that awesome promotional game. We'll be having a lot of fans here in attendance. You won't want to miss it. First pitch at 6:35. Pre-game show at 6:15 tomorrow here from Bossy Field. I've been Sam Jelnick, and that'll wrap it up. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.